How's it going, Radical viewers? Grimcat right back into a more Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and a whole slew of net problems, to the point where I had to cancel the stream. So, thankfully, this is right where that left off, and, yeah, I'm so happy right now. I am so freaking ecstatic right now. I have never had these issues before. But that said, this means I should be able to play music without an issue. Okay. I feel bad now.
Fuck off.
I apologize, but your audio service is in another castle.
Audio service my ass is my net.
Well, buy a new one then.
Wow, I haven't thought of that in all the time I've been YouTubing. Gee, if only I could get better internet. Oh wait, I'm in the bumfuck middle of nowhere where the only net service out here monopolizes everyone with the shittiest net available.
Yeah.
CenturyLink.
Yep.
My god.
Yep.
Alright, I am back. I have a big bowl of ice cream. Are we all good? Hopefully.
Not anymore. You told me you have ice cream, you son of a bitch. I want ice cream.
I have a vanilla shake.
Man, fuck both of you.
I
I need comfort food right now. I need to listen to myself get fatter now. I am depressed.
By the way, Jen's out. Highlock, real quick.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
I imagine you all saw that Erats will not be joining us tonight, which is okay. We can still do Waterdeep if that's what everyone wants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not for anything at the moment. Like anything that doesn't relate to terrible internet.
Right. Really? I was about to just do a one-shot of you guys having to track down the evil audiomancer that ruins everybody's sound.
It's
I will
the best.
murder them with great malicious intent. That was
Gazoon tight.
that was purposely robot.
Alright, I am.
Hey, Jen's back.
Hooray!
Back. Yay!
Maybe if I... Hold on, maybe this is also doing it.
You're running too many things in the background, Grim.
Well, usually I have to, but... It never caused this much of an issue before when I did that.
By the way, Highlock, nothing... Like, I shouldn't have anything else going on this week, so... Yeah.
Cool. I should be good for most of the week as well, except for Friday. Which, of course, yeah. Oh.
Oh, no wonder my audio shut down for a second there. There was a troubleshoot window that popped up.
Oh.
Oh.
That do
I
it.
love those.
Grim, you think you got your thing figured out? I noticed you stopped streaming.
I apologize profusely. I am not trying to stream today now.
You're fine.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm anything but fine right now. That crap pisses me off. Fucking shitty ass internet.
Just take a deep breath.
I'm a warforged. I don't even breathe.
Okay, like that, but let me hear you take a deep breath.
Well. Okay. So, as I said before, Erats won't be joining us, it seems like. Best of luck with his academics. But I think we're good to play Waterdeep tonight. If you guys are...
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing anything else right now, so.
Alright, so where we last left the intrepid group of adventurers, you guys had just finally gotten a loan. Very big adventuring stuff here. A loan, guys. You'll never believe it. You guys got a loan for the construction of your bar, which has now begun, thankfully. Plyboards and rocks being exchanged for the tavern. The manor itself will be getting an upgrade. It'll take about a 10 days of work. A 10 day of work a week. But afterwards, you guys will have a fully functioning, somewhat bar, minus staff and supplies. But that stuff will be coming.
Is that what we have Jack for?
He's one of the staff, but you might need more. He also just wants to make alchemical creations, so
That's
hopefully
literally
he
all
won't end up
bartending
poisoned.
is, though.
Yeah, but his experimental drinks might be slightly poisoned, so we're gonna have to work on that.
That is true.
Okay.
By the way,
I call dibs. I'm not writing up the waiver everyone has to sign when they enter the bar now.
Mm-hmm.
Watcher
Jack,
may have
that's
many
special.
waivers, but he can't do that. By the way, what's the I want to ask first, what's the minimum wage in the city for part-time workers? And second, are there illegal immigrants that we can exploit?
No, Waterdeep has a wall.
That is true, but god damn it, those Dragonborn are good for nothing.
Ooh.
Well, they literally have a dragon wall. To be incredibly accurate, they have a dragon wall
Wow.
exactly for that.
Those filthy Dragonborn.
As for the
Hire some
minimum,
goblin kin.
as for the minimum wage, I think I have the expense for staff listed in the tavern upgrades thing. Let me check.
Yeah, you do. So that's the minimum wage then. Okay.
Yeah, over a 10 days period. That's manor and pub, bar.
It's in where, you said?
It's in this thing.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
I think it's located.
This thing is in depth, but a large part of me would rather have a PDF.
I apologize.
Speaking of PDFs, hey,
How bad is it that all my problems make me want to actually go and play Sekiro so I can hate something else for 20 minutes?
Doing great. Okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So the basic price is in there somewhere. If there it fucking is. Okay, so 10 gold over a 10-day for a manager, a barkeep, and a couple of wait staff.
Freaking
I would
barracks.
want someone with leadership ability. Hey, barracks?
Yeah, I just was scrolling through this. I saw Barrett, Shrine, Spy Network,
Ye-
Guard. Wait, is this all for the tavern? Because holy crap.
Yeah,
To be fair, there's a lot of room for us to expand it, and if necessary, we can buy property, play Monopoly, and buy property around us.
We'd have to
Yeah.
buy the entire city block to get all this. Training cores, cobbled street. That
Well,
makes sense.
you also
Yeah.
got to take into account that you can convert existing rooms into something else if you need. And like he said, there is abilities to buy other property. It's really what you put into it is what you get out, because all of this stuff should come with tangible benefits. Like since you guys are in fact having the manor being rebuilt, refurbished, and all that, then once that's done, whenever you take a long rest within the tavern, or within your manor rather, you guys gain a +1 to your maximum hit points for the rest of the day until you
Jeez.
take another long rest. So it's something small, but it's something tangible.
Yeah.
Stable, coach house. Jesus fucking Christ. There's so much.
There is a lot.
Yeah, well, as I said, I am not the one that created all this, and I very much appreciate the DM that went through and took this effort, because
So-
I did not have that time.
Did you add laboratory to this one, Hylock? Because, this pretty much is what Stragobor is building.
Dragonbor's building a vault.
Yeah,
there's a-
laboratory, a room that for safety reasons is located in a tower, attic, or basement, full of alchemical equipment, blah, blah, blah. Prerequisite, basic manor staff, vault. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he's building the vault itself, and then customizing it to his own taste. 2 of them.
You are not
Stragobor will
allowed.
live in vault. Because fuck all you taller beings.
I can just imagine going down there one day and it's just full disco theme.
Trying
You
to
guys
teach,
haven't seen Straightborn
be
for
s-
days.
That would be scary.
trying to teach Strife how to dance.
He comes
vault
out
just-
severely dehydrated. His eyes are so dilated he doesn't have pupils anymore. Just pupils.
I mean, I'd say that we can't even see the pupils through the shades. I don't know. Anyways, cartography studio. What the hell?
Oh wow. There's I guess Yolo Yendo's opening up a Bardic college next door.
Oh god.
Yeah, so as I said, there should be mostly tangible benefits for just about everything here, especially the electric stuff. But of course, if there's something specifically you want done that isn't for whatever reason on the list, just talk with me and we'll work it out and get it around.
So, like, I apologize. We probably should be getting into this, but I'm kind of curious. Like, what's the city limits on basements? Like, how far can it be burrowed into before it's like just everyone says no?
Your property line is basically your limit. As it comes to depth, it's your neck.
Underdark, right?
Yeah, there is that. I mean, we got to bear in mind what Waterdeep's built on top of.
I believe they actually do have laws about. Like, I'm not doing that just for roleplay. I'm pretty sure they have laws about, like, you actually have to get permits and shit.
Yeah, no, there's permits
Yeah.
required for expanding and such to make sure you're not going to hit somebody's line. But
Hit
basically,
a poop line, or a kobold home, or
Or if you burrow
rat
deep
home.
and you... Yeah, speaking
Yeah.
of that,
so where we had last left off, you guys, we are waking up on the 17th day of a light. A couple of days until the autumn equinox, until Bright Swords, the festival in which people can fight the guards for fun and for challenge.
with swords.
I'm pretty sure it's fists, right?
Depends on the duel. They're held. Each of them are organized. Like there's circles made in the marketplace for people to challenge guards in, just as a sort of like initiation into the ranks to prove you have what it takes to be a guard as well. Usually, but people can do it just for revenge if they really want to.
Yeah, maybe we just want to beat the shit out of that asshole that gave us a ticket.
Well,
yeah,
you
that's
already.
also an option.
Well, you Stragabor already have a date with that with Sentier.
Ha.
Sintir?
The half orc.
Oh yeah, I
Liaison
didn't think she was
between
with the guard.
She's
No,
not.
but you offered like both of you go down on that day and beat the shit out of guards together.
Yes, this is a very good romantic date.
Your
idea of
romance
right.
is a little frightening.
This is not romantic, but
First
mating
come
habits of
slap,
dwarves.
God,
then
it's none
come
of my
tickle.
business.
The mating habits of dwarves are very intriguing.
So as you guys are gathered around the pub, ducking and weaving under builders that are coming in and out, replacing boards and hauling large pieces of stone to replace all of the boards with, you guys spot Never Ember ducking under a beam, carrying what seems to be a small crate, about 3 foot wide. It seems to hold a few bottles in it, about 5 of them. And he is moving his way towards you guys cautiously, avoiding a few holes here and there as he sets the bottles, the crate itself, down on the counter and flips open a note as he skims through it. Once he gets a sense of what it's for, he turns to you guys or whoever's closest and waves the letter in hand and says that Blackstaff sent another quest for you guys. A note and some potions, it seems like.
Alright. What, I'll take the letter if nobody else will.
For the love of God, do not be in the sewer.
So the written in the neat hand of Blackstaff is the following quote. A young bronze dragon has taken up residence in the naval harbor. It's startled a few sailors recently, but hasn't hurt anyone, and I've had a few potions of water breathing delivered to your establishment. Use them to confront the dragon and learn its intentions.
See, hearing it's metallic just helped my mindset a little bit, but at the same time...
Did you say fucking dragon?
Who wants to go fight a dragon?
Metallic
Yes.
dragons are usually known to be of better nature than their chromatic cousins, who are known for bringing much death and dismay.
Strikeabor's first impulse was, what the fuck, no. The second one is, a dragon would need one hell of a vault.
My god.
They
God
would need
damn it,
one
Strigabor.
world-ending mother of a vault.
Also, keep in mind it is a young dragon, so that would be in our weight class.
This is good vault size for young dragon, bachelor pad. You could grow into it too. Extra room.
Dear sweet lord.
Shadow just shakes her head.
Watch's reaction at this would probably be to, as soon as you finish finish reading that letter.
Mhm.
The name Blackstaff does not conjure pleasant memories.
Do I really sound like that?
If we're looking for something to do, I know a fun place we could go.
We are not going there. No. No.
No, we're going to go see Dragon Underwater. This is a much better idea, Elf.
Would you prefer the sewers again?
Nah,
I'll be honest, I thought he was referencing Blue Alley.
So did
I
I.
I was.
I figured you were. Gee, Blue Alley was
Too mo-
basically Jigsaw Death or Dragon. I vote Dragon, strangely enough. I was like, who was Blue Alley made by again? Oh, right, the freaking same a-hole that made Tomb of Heart? No, nah, I'm good. No, White Plume Mountain? No, I'm good. Dragon. I'll take the Dragon.
It wasn't made by a Sararak, which made Tomb of Horrors, but it was the same guy that made White Plume Mountain.
That's enough reason. The entire alley is filled with lava, and there are these freaking flame vents shooting up. You have to jump on these things at the correct timing. Good luck.
Exactly.
Many years since Stregobor's seen nice warm lava.
I can just imagine city guards wandering that direction. Like it's a trial for new guards where the elder guard will just take them down Blue Alley and say, so you have to patrol down that alleyway every day for the next week.
If you live, you get an instant promotion. If you die, well, you don't have anything to worry about anymore, at least.
If you live, you're a senior officer.
Okay, pretty much. You graduate.
I can see that being canon.
I can see that just
Yeah.
being like the fuck you to new recruits, too. Just like,
No, I mean, they're not allowed to kill each other.
Not allowed to kill, but there's enough bullshit in there to the moment where you step in, you just are like, nope, I quit.
I bet there's a guard route or two that's a death sentence.
you gotta get past this Sphinx first. You gotta answer its riddle, and then you're in.
It's the way to weed out the people, the scaredy cats and the yellow bellies and those kinds that are going to just chicken out.
Some tabaxi pipes up and says that's insensitive.
What the fuck
So
got that
as-
cat in here?
As you guys are debating your next course of actions, Neverember takes out one of his clipboards, his many, many clipboards that he keeps stashed around the place, and begins ticking off a list of things and says, well, if you're not interested in helping her, there's one or two things I could use your hands for.
I'm hesitant to ask, but what?
Well, nothing much. It's just with us going to be opening here soon, I've set a grand opening date for the first of the next month to make it ceremonial, what have you. But honestly, we could use some help getting some flyers and some knowledge spread around the town so that we actually have some decent people, a decent amount of people showing up. I also am scheduling interviews for later in the day if you want to participate in that, but honestly, up to you.
Just don't hire another dwarf.
Not another dwarf.
One dwarf.
Only dwarf.
One dwarf is enough in this group.
I don't think we have a dwarf on the list. I've seen some for a couple of halflings, a tabaxi, an elf. There's still more coming in, but that's all I have so far.
if no dwarf.
I have an idea.
Oh no.
Does it involve murder?
Did you tighten the loose screw in your head first?
One moment. I have another idea.
What, can we go take on this dragon?
I would like to point out, it simply decrees we speak with the dragon, find its intentions. There is nothing
That's
stated in
true.
combat. It
You
is
know,
also a metallic, therefore, possibly non-aggressive. It may simply be looking for a mate.
what would be better for grand opening of bar if we invite dragon?
Well, there is an air force in this city, so would the dragon be allowed in city limits?
The dragon is not allowed. Oh, there's
Or they're not.
there's a literal magical ward preventing all dragons from actually entering
wow.
the city,
Like, even polymorphed?
like even polymorphed.
Okay.
Why wait, the city just has that?
Yeah,
Like,
It's dude.
where
it's freaking
where can I get
Waterdeep.
one?
It's
where
freaking-
the hell can I get one?
This is literally
It's-
like the major capital of Faerun. Or at least like the most talked about.
here's the trick to it though, is that it's was made by, I think, the original Blackstaff. I think it was. I have to double check my lore on this, but I know that it was made by a magical. Well, obviously, it was made by a pretty awesome magician at some point, and but it's linked to his staff, and so he can actually, or the staff can actually be used to grant access to dragons to the city. Or they can. The staff can be used to grant access to the city for dragons, select few dragons.
I feel like that could be an interesting plot point in the future.
One that I want to pursue.
You know how I stole those sealed tankards of extra fine, strong stout?
They.
Well, we could go visit the dragon and offer him one in the grand opening of the Hammer and Quinch. We know that he couldn't make it in person, but we wanted to.
Well, there's
Give
also
us
the
a
issue. There's also the issue that you're going to be meeting him underwater, so
It's
he's
Yeah.
not going to be able to drink it. Well, he's not
sealed
going to.
tankard.
Right.
You
So
just
it'll
eat the
stay.
tankard and chew it.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't think about that. That's fair.
This is okay, but first of all, so what specifically are we needed to help for?
You mean for your manor?
Yeah, is it? He's still a lord. Yeah, Lord Neverember essentially asked us to for a little assistance. What specifically did he?
This
say?
is. He has some flyers that he'd like to be hung around town. If you have time, he'd like the knowledge to be spread, either by paying off some bards or just carousing yourself, and just spreading knowledge that there's going to be a grand opening coming first of the next month.
Suggestion. We do all of that on the way to find out the dragon's intentions.
So I'm probably gonna regret this because one of you is probably gonna fly off with it. But you know how airplanes have those banners that trail behind them when they fly?
Yeah.
That's a terrible idea.
I know.
Svergaborsvolt and Hammer and Quinch Tavern.
That is even worse of an idea.
But
We
either
feed
way,
the dwarf
we're-
to the dragon.
You'll see.
Yes, we
No one
can.
else. Oh.
Hylock, according to lore in Dungeons and Dragons, what proof alcohol is dwarf blood?
I
Depends on time of night.
There you go. Yep.
It
'Cause I'm
reaches
pretty
its peak
sure-
at 0.8% at roughly 7 p.m. This for mountain dwarves. Hill dwarves have a
Oh.
lower tolerance.
It's a lot less than what I was going to put it at. I was thinking like 20.
Oh god!
Dude, 20 may be dead.
Ouch! Yeah, well, dwarves have a high tolerance for alcohol, so
They-
yeah.
They are literally resistant to poison, which is alcohol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
those mean you can't
20% is...
You can't just replace their entire blood with it, though.
Yeah,
20% is getting close to all of your blood.
just a bit.
I'm not a medic. I was just going to throw out a number, and I'm glad I didn't.
But
DMs make mistakes too.
Yes, I'm not a medic either, so I want to know that.
I just used to be a heavy drinker.
That
Interesting.
makes a lot of sense. And no, I'm kidding.
It really does, though.
It really does.
So you guys have a few things to do here. You guys can choose to go to Blue Alley. You guys can
No.
choose to go to the sewers. You can
No.
choose to go confront a dragon underwater
Yes.
and potentially fight it.
Sure.
Or you could choose to do the non-listed quest of helping the manor spread the name.
Why? How bad is it that the most appealing one out of that list is the dragon?
I'll be honest. Yeah.
Hey,
There's-
Dragon Force disposable. If I die, it's just YOLO all the time.
Oh,
this
God.
is
So
just what you
Strigobor
guys.
can't die at all.
Nope, never. Staggerbore got plot armor.
Who do you think some of these halflings are looking at higher in R?
Oh shit.
There is one named YOLO that is on the hiring list.
Oh fuck.
So the interview list.
Motherfucker.
So let's go see Dragon.
These are also just the things you guys know currently. If you don't want to do any of those, of course, you can seek out something else.
Stregobor would probably leave all of his gold behind.
Of course, there is still the manner of the whole drug situation too. I noticed is still in the...
Yeah, still has not come back. And since she hasn't come back, I say we just go to the... Or, I'm not aware of this deal. I assume that you all finished that off. So... Because I wasn't there for that.
Strife's gonna give her, there's a lot going on, so Strife was actually gonna wait until the grand opening. If she didn't pop up by then, yeah, he's just gonna go straight to the city guard with that information.
Of course, we could always go seek out the Black Viper too.
Right, legendary rogue that's been around for hundreds of years that no one's been able to catch. As
Unless
level 3?
the spectacle of it, I doubt it would be that simple.
I'm kind of wondering on that, actually, because that seems really... I can't think of the word I'm looking for here. It seems like it's literally just a legend. Just to keep fucking adventurers busy before they wreak too much havoc in the local taverns.
It's what nobles tell their parents, you better hide your toys or guess who will steal them?
Nah, that's what they say about Styx the Goblin. Don't worry about that. And besides, I'm just gonna piss in the beds. I ain't gotta take the toys to the kids.
But immediate plan. So we're all in agreement about dragon.
Dragon.
Okay, so that's one for
Yes,
dragon.
go civil to Dragon.
There's
I'm
another
not
dragon.
selling him a bloody vault. That's a terrible idea.
Well, I hope it's not bloody. Maybe wet.
Okay. Then, Hylock, adding on to this, if we're traveling down to that district, I assume we'd easily be able to find some orphan children just wandering the streets, damn beggars. Right?
Yes, you can kidnap some children if you want.
Awesome. Not where I was going with it, but I'm tempted. Anyway.
If I recall correctly, child labor has been outlawed in Waterdeep for at least 400 years. Ever
Is it
since the
still
mass
child
uprising.
labor?
Is it
Those
still
were
child
no's.
labor if they're getting paid?
Yeah, because I was thinking just, give them,
That's what do you think those two words mean?
I'm about to say, see, if you remove the payment, then it's just slavery.
Yeah, but if you're paying them a good amount, it's not really labor, it's work.
Yeah.
That's what labor is.
Yeah.
Hard ass. Sorry.
Let me put it to you this way: if we cut a kid on their
If
pay,
you cut a kid,
This conversation's gotten AWOL so fast. What the hell are we talking about?
this is me we're talking about. But
Well,
either way,
someone's a veggie boy today.
God damn it! But if an orphan if an orphan feels like he's been cheated in some, what's he gonna do? Go to the city guard?
Go to his parents.
Wow.
Uh, A large part of me thinks that my coworkers are right in saying that I just have a terrible sense of humor.
I wouldn't say it's terrible, it's just... It's a breed of its own. It's unique.
Is that another way of saying bad?
Well, that's
Think
just
so.
it. It's not bad. It's just different.
I will take that as approval.
It is approval, technically.
Alright,
Mm.
so
I just
going down to the dragons, and do we want to, like, just have the vagrant kids just run around and throw flyers at everyone's faces? Like, let's be honest, they'd probably enjoy it.
Mm. They wouldn't be very good at it.
That is true. Also, I think that would be littering.
Just pay a town crier.
Yeah. Unless is there a local... This is weird. Is there a newspaper thing in this town? Is there a local... Is there a area where stuff like that is printed?
My god, printed type! We must never let the plebeians get a hold of this knowledge.
Let me double check the
Yeah,
guild.
they're a Warforged. You can easily make Warforged whose
it's
sole
just
purpose
big-
is to...
Pixies are writing it all. They're on PCP. They're on speed. They have a haste spell. Break that shit out.
So I told this pixie to write me a flyer for this grand opening. This is a very poor... I think it's supposed to be a dragon. I can't tell. It's just smattered with dicks. Just surrounded by dicks. Why are there so many dicks on this page?
Clearly you talked to Jester.
You see, the pixies have to take a break every 10 minutes because that haste spell wears off.
And every break is 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like Magpool.
Alright, so I have just double checked, and there is the Scriveneers, Scribes, and Clerks Guild, which does have a local front owned by one JJ, who prints a paper, or who prints a printed word, or who does the printed word spread around town,
Okay.
or at least the ward that you guys are in.
Alright. So I say we just go over to the Scrivener's Guild, talk to JJ, and tell him to be soft on the lens flares as he prints our stuff for us.
Soft on the lens flares.
I don't know how to phrase a JJ Abrams joke, okay?
Oh, is that the joke you're going for? I was just going to have him demand pictures to Spider-Man.
I was thinking Star Trek, but okay.
Well, JJ Abrams directed the newest series of Star Trek, so...
Yes.
My mind went to Spider-Man, sorry.
Yes. That was...
And I would mention as well, to add on to your guys' ever-flowing plate of things to get done or do, or just think in the back of your head, you guys used 1,450 gold to fund the tavern currently starting up, the one-time expenses needed for the tavern. But you guys do have 1,050 gold left of the loan, as well as all your other party expenses that you've collected together. If there's other buildings you guys want to start on the tavern, just for food for thought on the meantime.
How about a forge and tinker shop down in the basement?
How
Honestly.
about a kitchen?
Yeah, that's kind of the big one.
Maybe spruce up the eating area, the dining room, you know? That might, the kitchen, the dining, the tap room, so we can get, things...
We can
But
have
will
a
I-
first...
Where will I work?
Why do we not have stripper pole in bar?
No stripper poles. No, not happening.
No, I asked why not.
Because you need to pay for tavern entertainment first.
Yeah, there's actually literally an order of things. You have to get certain things before you can get other things. You have to upgrade.
Now you sound like working girl.
It's because I am, damn it! No.
Oh, not interested, thank you.
You kind of walked into that one.
I was waiting for him to make that joke, though, that's why.
I don't get the context.
Something
You're not
else
allowed to
that
turn into me.
something else that I just thought to mention
I need
was
to
that you'll
adult.
see some of these upgrades have something called valuations, increases to valuations. So the way the tavern naturally works is at the end of every 10-day, I'll roll, or I'll have somebody else roll a percentile to see how well or poorly it made money this week. Because you could make money or you could lose money on it. But by adding to the valuation, you increase the chances that you'll increase the chances of making good money in comparison to making no money or losing money.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So it's essentially the same thing as purchasing things to make the bar look nicer to attract more customers type thing.
Sort of. Some things just naturally benefit things. Like you can also, if you were to spend a 10-day literally carousing or spreading the name of the tavern, you guys would get a +10 to your percentile dice that was rolled for the next week. But if somebody were to pay for the opposite of that to happen, you guys would obviously lose 10.
Someone were to pay for the opposite of
To,
that.
to spread a bad name.
When tavern gets too crowded, Stregobor can't be comfortable.
I literally live in the basement.
I am reminded though, like
Do
first
you
of all,
really
yes.
live?
But yes, a kitchen would be a really nice addition. But is that included with the bar, Hylock? Or is kitchen separate?
The kitchen is not included in the basic bar. What you guys will have at the end of this 10-day is
Right, I
a
see it
place
now.
a place to serve people, and you guys won't be able to provide any sort of like food yet without a solid kitchen.
And without a larder. Which also brings us to the point of we're probably going to have to go around town taste testing different drinks to see which one we want to buy. I'm thinking of this as too real life. Let's just say we find the right beer.
Stregobor will do this onerous duty to spare you all.
Yeah, but I've been dragging on a conversation about the bar, I think, a little too long. Like, just
I think
keep
that's
adding things
us.
onto it.
Back to going underwater and talking to a dragon and being eviscerated, and we watched her entrails float away.
Which reminds me, do any of us know Draconic?
What do I look like, elf?
Hush you!
That's fucking racist.
Of course, Stregobor no draconic.
Wait, you do?
Do you not?
No, but of course I know how to speak Dwarvish, and I, curse him out in Dwarvish.
I give you pointers on the enunciation of the worst word.
Of course you do! Learned Elvish.
No, not Nick, it's Nick.
The two ravens are just staring at you, wondering if you're being serious or not. One is convinced while the other is not.
Let me guess, the one that's convinced is the actual raven that's, can't mimic things and...
Oh, he can mimic things. Ravens
Oh.
have the mimicry ability. It's actually a really fun thing to play with, especially if you have a druid kit. Like it's the thing that I did for an encounter type thing.
Interesting.
So whatever you guys choose, Rio will happily take up a stack of the flyers and leave the dangerous stuff to you guys, as he's going to spread his face and the good word of the bar around town, or at least start to.
The sewers, they go into the bay anyway. So, and I just did my hair, so I don't really feel like going for a swim right now. So you will have fun.
That's
I swear
perfect.
to
Thank you.
God, if we end up in the goddamn sewers one more time, I will personally burn every fucking manhole.
No, start with other bar. That way they get sad that there is no bar and come to this bar.
There are more than other bars. Do you have any idea how many bars are on this side of the city alone?
Less once you start burning them.
You are not wrong. Thankfully, most dragons also speak common. Let's go speak to a dragon.
Oh no.
I literally had to
Whoa,
go
the
look
robot's
at it.
having technical difficulties today.
I hear
Really?
it.
Okay.
Hold on. I think I can fix that. Give me a second.
Just bang his head a couple times against the wall, it might work. It usually does.
Please
Does it
stop.
work?
Please stop. Please stop.
Please stop. Please stop.
I rolled a 22. You can't.
While you're tinkering, I hand you a bell out of my inventory to install in him.
Oh, God.
Daisy. Daisy.
Hylock, I think we should move on before we get any more wilds.
Please stop hitting my head.
Where would you guys like to go? Just let me know and I'll change the map accordingly.
To the dragon.
dragon.
To the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon!
The dragon. Okay,
The
okay.
dragon!
God.
Actually, no, guys. I'm really sorry that I have to be the one to say this, but I think we should do Blue Alley.
No!
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
God,
No.
no. God, no.
It is a tide vault.
I mean, it's not like you'll get trapped there. You just go in, have some fun like normal people, and walk out when you need to.
Normal? What is this
Voice
normal?
in head says it's safe.
What's normal you speak of?
No, not elf.
Today is a normal day where we may end up in the goddamn sewers again. Where we will encounter an illithid again after speaking to a dragon. This is normal for us. We are adventurers.
Well, we're adventurers, not normal people.
Stragobor is not adventurer. Stragobor is businessman looking for untapped market.
Dragons.
Yes.
Can he stay home? Does he have to come? Can he go to
Sadly.
Blue Alley by himself if that's what he wants?
That's an option.
Sadly,
By
he
the
is
way-
valuable.
How
In
many
some way.
potions of water breathing do we have, Hylock?
5.
5.
Each one
Oh.
lasts an hour.
Oh,
Okay, I will hold on to extra one.
I am Warforged. I do not require air.
that is actually a good point.
I will hold on to extra two.
So, the 3 of us drink. I
I have trouble
I-
recalling. Can dwarves swim?
I feel like I should mention just to make sure that we have full information going forward. That you guys are going to dive down into the naval harbor, where a bronze dragon is said to be in efforts of talking with it while underwater, while on a time limit of an hour. I will mention that the naval harbor also opens out to the actual ocean, so there is the potential of other creatures in there, but that's up to you.
Yeah.
I do not require air, yet I can speak. I do not see an issue. It may simply
Then-
be difficult.
Out of curiosity, is it possible to hire a Triton mercenary so that way one of us at least can hit without disadvantage?
I can make a Triton specifically for this if you need to.
I'm going
Trying to
through
find-
my trinket. It's a book of manners, and and etiquette. I'm looking to see if there's a dragon chapter.
By the way, I want to tell you all right now, I am literally the worst person for this adventure because I am full ranged.
Yeah, I am.
It is possible to hire off somebody to some Triton or other aquatic-based creature. They are known to inhabit the harbor in some areas. As for the dragon chapter, you find one on draconic or dragonborn-based things, which mainly states to always look them in the eye and bare your teeth. So we'll see how well that goes for you.
So, look in the eye and smile.
Yeah.
Birds don't have teeth. Kenku don't have teeth.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah,
That is very
Wow.
much a you
That's
problem.
a personal problem.
Wait, I do not have teeth either. Shit.
Wait, didn't you remove your faceplate to drink before though?
Yeah,
So
but
you
I have
an inner.
I have a jaw, but that's it. There's no teeth in it.
Okay.
He's like the Iron Giant.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
really like that. That's how I picture it in my head. I remove
I love
faceplate,
that
it's the Iron
movie.
Giant flapping fucking jaw.
I love that movie.
That's a good movie.
I've
Hogarth.
never heard of that movie.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You look into it. It's definitely worth a watch.
Okay, we have 3 hours left. Guess what we're gonna do?
Talk
Yeah,
to a dragon
let's die.
underwater and maybe die from it.
That too. Okay, yeah. So you guys are diving down into the naval harbor now, or making preparations?
Well, we did just litter the entire path here with flyers on just about every post and wall we could. Freaking handing it out, talking and all that. Then we're here, and then Strife's literally just gonna walk off the edge of the pier and just keep walking until he falls off it. And then just keep walking underwater.
Archer just looks down tentatively before imitating Shadow, I guess, just her sigh as he takes out a phosphorus arrow, cracks it, and he's essentially just has a glow stick as he goes down.
Yeah, Shadow's just gonna drink the potion and jump in the water.
Yep.
Wait, this now just
Alright.
occurred to me. Don't most dragons require air?
It depends. Like for example, black dragons, they have burrowing, swimming, they can breathe underwater, etc., etc. Plus dragons.
Right, but this is a bronze dragon.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to tell me about a bronze dragon? What do you know about a bronze dragon?
Honestly,
I
not that
don't
much.
know.
I know that all dragons can speak common. That's about as far as my actual knowledge goes.
Absolutely not.
I know a bronze dragon breathes fire.
It breathes lightning, but good,
Okay.
good shot. Good shot.
I keep mixing bronze and brass. Damn
What
it.
do wait, what do I roll to have knowledge of dragons?
I would accept a history based on Waterdeep, or honestly, a religion or arcana or nature would work. I'm very flexible on my rolls here, if you guys can tell.
I think I'm literally not good at any of those things, but fuck it, I'm gonna roll a. I've been pretty good.
You
with
can
history.
always.
I rolled a 17.
They breathe lightning.
But do they? Can they breathe underwater?
As far as you know, I mean, the possibility exists, and you're about to go see one that is underwater, so the chances are yes.
You should ask it when you see it. Yo, can you breathe on the water, friend?
I'm assuming when we see it, I'll have that answer. Also, how are you speaking underwater? I'm walking on the freaking floor of the ocean right now.
Okay, so you guys descend down the pier into the shoreline, which then will begin disappearing down into the deep harbor that Waterdeep is known for. Let's see here.
I feel like everyone's just swimming behind me. I'm literally just slow walking along the fucking bottom of this.
I mean, I picked up the big heavy rock.
Well, I mean, once we inhale, technically our lungs wouldn't be filled with air unless the potion transmutes water into air.
That's
so
true.
technically, we would all be walking on this bottom. Forget it.
No, I support you.
Don't play with that idea too much, because what if the potion wears off and your lungs are still filled with water?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean if that sounded like I was laughing at you more. No, I fully support the in-depth examination of potions and what they do to your body. I just didn't expect it, and I'm about to have you guys roll for something that I also laughed at.
Oh.
Stealth, right?
Nope.
Right.
Stuff, yeah.
Stealth. Okay.
Or Yeah, you guys are gonna stealth in the open water. It's going to go well.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
Actually, could I have? Let's see. Could I have Shadow? Would you roll me a D4, please? Just a flat D4.
Okay.
That's not very many numbers.
And you rolled max, so that's either really good or really bad.
Really bad. Yeah.
By the way, can I ask Hylock? Because I was debating this, and honestly, I think I would have decided to just leave Wagner in the turret, because bringing Wagner underwater, where there's all sorts of predators down there.
Well, you don't want him to be a
He
sea
won't.
fowl?
He won't be able to breathe underwater, man.
I mean, even if I were to feed him some of my potion.
Um,
But either way, not bringing him down into the water. No, God no.
That'd be interesting.
yeah, okay. So, as you guys are trudging along the bottom of this shoreline, beginning to sink down deeper into the deep harbor, you guys quickly become aware of a presence of a fast-moving, large creature moving towards you. In fact, a roar seems to emanate from it. Here's
So
the question.
In Draconic, I will say, "Hail and well met, friend."
God, I really hope that's a dragon, and I never thought I'd say that.
Also, what's the status on the copyright of the Joss theme?
Still pretty strong. They're not letting that go.
So I'm going to move you guys over to the battle map here, because we are about to have something interesting happen, I hope.
Oh god, Shadow, what did you
Three-dimensional.
roll?
I don't know. I don't know what I rolled. Can't tell you because I don't have the list in front of me.
Double check.
It's a
Well,
were
you guys
shark.
have fun. You guys have fun with combat.
It's a fuck.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a were shark.
God. No, not
Yeah.
quite.
What do you mean, not quite? Wait, is
a
it a shark?
dire shark.
A dire shark?
A dire
It's like
shark.
a shark, but dire.
Is it otter bears?
The fuck is an otter bear?
It's
I would
like
love
a
that.
bear, but an otter. It's like having an owlbear, except it's an otter bear.
Yeah,
That sounds
except it would
terrifying.
be the most terrifying thing ever.
I'll be honest. Otter bear sounds pretty damn cute.
It
Well,
does.
When they're a cub.
But it would
Yeah.
move gracefully and have the strength of a bear and would crack your skull open on its tummy.
Here we go.
Oh, thank god, it's just a regular shark.
No, it's a
No.
giant shark.
It's not that big.
Dragapur has not seen sharks, so this is very.
Let me double check.
Very
Yeah, this
big
would be
fish.
large, and this is huge. Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a great white.
I do have a question.
That's
though.
racist.
Do sharks
Fucker.
like create vocal sounds in water?
No.
I've never heard of a shark roaring. So
Not normally, no. But here's the key. Do any of you speak Aquan?
I
I
speak
don't.
literally the opposite of Aquan.
sorry, Hylock. I left Ryan Call back in Barovia.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
I don't-
character that actually speaks Primordial isn't here. She's in Barovia right now.
I don't
Yours
see
too, huh?
Aquan, but seeing as how I'm breathing the water, I can tell that someone's scared. I can taste it.
That's simply the oil I'm currently leaking, because that's a fucking shark.
You know, actually, because I'm well, it's weird for me to say because I'm curious. Essentially, I wanted to mimic the sound of the roar underwater because the sound's already distorted underwater. So if I record the distorted sound and play it underwater, what would that do to the? But that's for another time.
Okay, so you guys have a giant shark who began swimming.
Swabbing.
We're all awake now, aren't we?
Baby
I
shark
got
doo-doo-doo.
You did not
Began
just do that.
rapidly moving towards you guys, swimming if you would, and yelled out something despite its aquatic environment that sounded like some sort of form of communication, but obviously it seems mildly aggressive. What do you guys want to do with this newfound creature in your sights, if anything?
I'd probably start swimming back up. Just like, no, I'm good. I'm out.
Fucking leave. Yeah, speaking of leaving, I will mention that when it comes to underwater combat, ranged and weapon attacks automatically miss.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Everything else is at
And-
disadvantage. Slashing is
Piercing.
disadvantage. Is slashing and piercing. Yeah.
No, everything's at disadvantage except for piercing weapons, basically
Yeah.
javelins, daggers, short swords, spears, or tridents.
Well, I'm
Rapiers are
fine.
piercing weapons.
I've got daggers. Got daggers for days.
Hello, shark.
Yeah.
Do you speak
Good
common?
I've got 2 of those daggers.
Hello, Sharkness, my old friend.
Damn it! I was hoping I was gonna get that joke in.
I don't think it has common.
Damn it!
That'd be too simple. I mean, the elf can speak Sylvan. Most animals speak Sylvan.
No, it does not have common.
Fuck.
I apologize. You're one getaway.
Well, at least this isn't as asinine as when no one in the party could speak Elvish, and we kind of the one elf that didn't speak Common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been in similar situations. Far worse.
This is my level 13 monk when I need him.
Magically pretend we're all dwarves, try to break through a dwarven toll bridge, realize no one can speak dwarvish.
Okay, well, Brightside, he's mildly aggressive. He's not full on aggressive yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise my hands. I'm gonna approach him like in a most non-hostile manner that I fucking can. And he can't speak Common, so he doesn't understand Common. So I guess I'm gonna try to gesture to myself and the rest of the party, and simply try to make a motion that we just want to go by with no hostility.
When it comes to a language that nobody shares, you guys can make int rolls to try to infer what the spoken word is, which she could try as well.
It sounds like these where I wish I had the anthropologist background, who literally has an ability for things like this.
Weird.
It can speak to sharks?
Essentially, if you observe an individual for a period of time, you can communicate with them via hand signals and all that. It's essentially like when you're in
I'm doing.
yeah, exactly. Like you're in a foreign country. It's like, yeah, that anthropologist would be so useful right about now.
Right. So straight intelligence roll.
Yeah, straight int rolls to try to infer what each other is saying.
I am not smart.
Wow, she crit failed. That is
I will try
Oh, great! She thinks I'm gonna murder her and eat her. Great.
I will try to communicate that we mean it no harm. Yep.
I would like to have a bard to roll seduce.
Oh, yeah, now you want YOLO.
Not YOLO, a bard.
Literally any other bard but YOLO or the bard from Avarice. Grant, I can picture him trying to seduce a shark, strangely enough.
Oh.
Well, he was trying to do a dragon, but he needed to wait another 50 years for it to be of age.
well then.
I mean, to be fair, the bard in Avarice is literally trying to marry a dragon. That's literally part of his plot now.
Nice.
So you hear, or Strife, you can see that the shark, the giant shark, is speaking something rapidly as it's moving back and forth in a threatening manner. It's obviously speaking some sort of language that you don't recognize yourself, but with your intelligence roll, you can recognize that she is speaking both to herself and to you, and seems to be communicating something about eating and biting and ripping and tearing.
That's
It's a shark.
comforting.
Want to buy Volt?
out of curiosity, is the shark injured? Does it have scars? Any fresh, or is it mostly intact?
It is. It has some old scars, indicating that it is in fact a boss monster, a named monster.
Yeah.
But recent wounds, no, it seems to be perfectly fine as is currently.
Okay, so probably not talking about something that she met. That I'm just gonna probably just wave to the others. Nope, just nope the hell out of here and actually find a Triton to hire before we come down here.
Don't have enough potion to come back.
That is true. Well, I mean, you have 2 spare potions.
We could,
Yes, this is for trip back in case run out.
That's true.
You could also request more potions, or you can attempt to get a vessel that goes underwater.
Or we could tie Elf to anchor down here and leave.
I'm sorry,
no!
I'm sorry, but vessel that travels under... There are submarines in this world?
Not exactly. There are highly advanced pieces of technology, or pieces of technology. There's some magical things that can grant swimming or even act as vehicles.
Or just be a diving bell.
Yeah.
Much.
Old school fucking pirating diving bells. Thank you, Black Flag.
So I've heard that Watcher at least is recommending to nope the fuck out. What is the rest of you thinking?
There is another suggestion.
Is it I have an idea?
It's an I have an idea.
Those are my favorite.
What's your
Everybody,
idea?
I have an idea. Essentially, he'll bring out a dagger and not slash himself, but do I know sharks and scent for blood and all of that?
Oh dear sweet
Sure,
lord, you
yeah.
are not about to do that. Are you actually? Because I'm thinking like
I'm suggesting bait it somewhere else with the scent of blood, essentially, as I point dagger down at.
How are you going to put the blood somewhere else besides pouring out of your hand?
yeah, we are underwater. That's just gonna trail you.
You're just about to be a martyr, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I definitely equip my shield and say, "You are very brave and very dumb. I will miss you. You are still better than Elf."
Well, I'm trying to figure out. I mean, if hold on, I'm gonna try a few things here. Like I'm gonna attempt to step it closer again, but I'm gonna just keep trying to like I'm trying to go around it and see how it reacts. But I'm not gonna stray too far into its fucking range.
Right. If you are moving closer to its current location, it'll move to block your path from moving forward. And if you're far enough away from the party, it'll begin slowly encircling you, continuing to speak as though it's saying something to itself.
Come on, this is our chance to go.
I kind of regret my choice now.
I will be honest. Before the bleeding option, my original suggestion was to get a ration pack and throw it out. But sharks sense a smell. Moment I bring that out, it's gonna lock on. So I have to be a ways away. Technically, I am the fastest of all of you, if I'm gonna be real right now.
Can you bring the shark back between me and Strife, real quick?
Are you gonna swing at it as it's circling him?
He's gonna ride it.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna ride the shark.
I am going to rage and then sneak attack with a reckless attack.
God damn it!
You just killed us.
I think
You
we
realize that,
Well,
right?
okay, is this just like beyond our class?
We're all disadvantaged underwater,
well, except for Stride.
and this is
It's not. I would mention that it's not. Just to set the bar even for you guys. It's not impossible to get rid of this thing, but it would be a hefty challenge, especially since you guys are in an environment not your own, and it's in its own home turf. And also seems to be intelligent, which is much more dangerous than a regular shark.
Yeah. Like
It seems to be
that-
speaking something.
I can't tell if it's hungry or if it's trying to warn us off from something. Is my problem.
Well, considering how it's circling you,
Much like a predator would.
yeah.
Well,
If it
Strike
were-
4 is going to save our robot friend.
No, I was gonna say fuck it. I was gonna pull out some fucking meat from my pack. I'm just gonna fucking leisurely toss it off to the side and see if it reacts before you attack. Let's try that option. Because if it's just hungry, I'm okay with feeding it something that's not us.
You saw the sign. We're not supposed to feed the sharks.
Do you have a better idea?
Kill shark.
That's a terrible idea.
It really is.
It is a bad idea.
So yeah, friggin' because for whatever reason I still have my ration packs. I don't know why I still have those. I'm a Warforged, for fuck's sake. But I'm gonna just take out all the dried meat in one and just fucking like toss it into the water and just back the fuck away from it. For the love of God, don't eat my hand.
You're just tossing it into the open water.
Yeah, just to see if it's gonna go for that. Like, I'm praying it's just hungry. It's not seeming to want to bar me from anything. It just... Okay.
It would definitely go for the free and easy food that's floating in the water beyond you. But even as it munches down on it, I would mention that its speed is quite a bit more than yours, and it's more than happy to move back into in front of you guys once the food is gone. Or move it, or get back in your guys' way as soon as the food is gone.
Okay, I hate saying this. We're gonna need someone that speaks Aquan. We need to hire somebody, and we need more potions.
Yeah.
Because
honestly, without diplomacy, this is really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Only
also...
And
you had
there's
some
no
sort
way
of
we can
bard with comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages doesn't let you speak it. It lets you
Correct.
understand it.
Well, understanding where they're coming from is the most important part of diplomacy.
He's not wrong. And honestly, just being able to tell what it's saying would be a great help.
if you also don't want to spend money or extra time searching for something in particular to use against it, you could always back out and just come back again later in an attempt to see that this is, like, you don't see some sort of vampires. Oof.
Vampire shark!
Oh god.
Got that on mind. Sharks aren't stationary creatures. They are very much nomadic, so it'll probably move on in time. You guys may have just been unlucky when it came to encountering this thing.
I blame the elf for some reason.
For some reason. Yeah, I'm gonna start backing up. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna motion for Strangleborn to follow me.
Fine.
Okay.
Try and keep
If you
my
guys,
between the shark of the party.
if you guys are backing up while it's still munching on the food, you guys can get close enough to the rising. Fuck, what's the word? Get out of the deep water and back into the shallow water before it can catch up to you, really. Before it can try to nibble at your ankles as you run away.
I mean, I can't imagine I look all that appealing to it. I probably just look like a dude in a suit of armor.
I mean,
Also,
it's seen cans of tuna before. It knows there's something juicy inside.
Well, it would be fucking wrong and be disappointed when it's done eating me.
It'll be even more angry and take it out on your party members.
Who actually are juicy on the inside and outside.
and I taste like chicken, so.
Boy, passing that beak, though, is going to be a pain in the ass.
You also act like chicken. Hey-o.
Fuck you, Striker Boy.
Okay, so you guys are withdrawing from here safely, thankfully. And coming back to the shore, you can do so easily. Your potion's still well into effect, so you're fine. But I would mention that you only have 2 potions left, and if you're wanting to wait out the shark, you're definitely going to use, or the potions you guys already took would be finished. And
Do
if
we
you want to
know
go
about where we're having to look for the dragon, or do we know about where the dragon is?
You know that it's in the naval harbor, which is
Okay.
just where you guys attempted to descend into.
Like, if we got some potions and a boat ride and just held a rock and just sank to where we think we need to go.
Well, thinking about it, not even that, because we've been told that the dragon's been coming up and scaring a couple of the ship captains every now and then.
Yeah, I
Could
think
just sail up there and eventually it'd come for us.
I think that's gonna be our next course. Maybe rent a boat and send Strife in to scout first before actually risking the rest of the party. And fuck.
What was the dragon scaring the ships like boo or oh fuck it's a dragon minding its own business? Jesus Christ.
Pretty sure they see the silhouette of a dragon floating under the water shallow.
The note itself simply stated that it has startled a few sailors recently, but hasn't hurt anyone, and that you guys are there to determine what it's doing here, because it's unnatural for... it's not within the barrier, or it's not within the barrier that prevents dragon, but it's pretty close to Waterdeep itself right now, and that's just unusual that a dragon's taking up residence in the harbor.
It's just freaking people out because it's there.
Right.
Okay. So... Okay, dumb idea. We ask around for a ship to at least get us out there. And again, yeah, Strife will be fucking dipping in to scout ahead. That way, Watcher can stay on the boat, and if something happens, well, maybe we can lure the fucking thing up into the surface where Watcher could actually shoot the damn thing.
Also, I kind of want to mention this just because. Can we quickly find someone that speaks Aquan? I mimic back what the shark said to us. What did the shark say to us?
God, I love Kenku.
If you're just finding somebody locally...
I probably see a Triton and immediately assume he can speak
The
Aquan.
way is shut.
That's racist.
Mildly racist.
It was made by those who are fish, and the fish keep it.
Son of a bitch.
Everybody racist.
No, that was very inappropriate. Dwarf is not a neat Sarkeesian. This is most hateful thing you have ever said.
If you're looking for just a random person, let's say that the first one you come across is this lady that probably speaks Aquan based on the blue skin, because
Hey,
let's
that's
be
my
honest,
alt.
Well, either she's dead or she can speak Aquan.
Well, very
Yeah.
real possibilities.
Or it's a Vedalken.
She being uncomfortable at being approached by such a large group of people all of a sudden, and then suddenly had something in Aquan shouted at her, would look towards the rest of the group in confusion before stating that, or asking why your friend is yelling fresh meat at her.
Our apologies. We met a shark that decided to... Well, he just repeated it. It's nice to know what it wanted. And very
You met
disturbing.
Obliteros.
That is an interesting name.
Obliterus.
Obliteros.
Obliteros.
Thought you said something else there.
No, not quite.
Right?
Yeah, it's a shark that's been known to harass treasure divers and the like within the harbor recently.
Well, like what? Is he like, ooh, nice skirt diver? Or like, I don't know, you've got a nice keel there, honey?
I just slowly look over to you and just start mimicking what the shark was saying at you.
It often plays with its or toys with something entering into its territory before slowly taking chunks out of it. Till it can't
Is
escape.
this like a really young brass dragon?
It is a young brass dragon. Nobody's gotten its age because nobody's asked it. It might be
No.
underage as far as we
The
know.
dragon says it's this many.
I mean, wouldn't young... Like, didn't we establish before that young dragon was like teenage years or something?
I believe that's true. He could be just rebelling. That's why he's here.
Well, yeah,
Damn
vandalism
angsty
is
dragons.
definitely within the... the realm
Right,
of
but-
possibility.
That's out of the way. I just was curious.
Thank you for the information. Also, do you know anyone willing to let us, or at least lend us, a hand in getting out into the harbor?
I think the water messed up your circuits, my friend.
I think I understood what you were saying, though. She would mention, after taking a glance at Grim and then immediately looking away as though something was wrong with him, and saying that if you are going down there to handle Obliteros, she knows that there's a treasure diver nearby that is looking for people to get rid of him.
Not what we want.
We will
She
put a pin in
doesn't.
that.
She doesn't know what your actual quest is.
I know,
For
but
Obliteros.
Have you heard any tales of a bronze dragon harassing people as well?
She hesitates, looks towards you, and looks away again, and says, "Yeah, I heard something about that. It's been startling a few people around here. It hasn't gotten into the city, obviously, but a few people have spotted it near some boats that are docked.
Some boats that are docked.
Some of the docked ships, yes."
God damn it.
Well, needless to say, Strife is immediately going to the freaking. I'm assuming she pointed at them at one point, so I'm just gonna start it that way. Of course, docked.
Well, it's been known to house in the harbor itself, but has been appearing near docked ships to do something. It's just been scaring folks, and it's been running away.
Alright. But you guys, but fucking with that knowledge, I'm gonna start fucking going towards the dock ship and start talking to the ship hands.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
hey,
Let me grab.
Now, literally any suggestion that is not deal with named shark.
Obliteros.
I would
Literally-
love it.
Obliteros.
That is a fun name,
Obliterate.
by the way.
RPG logic. If it has a name, it's intelligent, and it's probably very easily going to kill you.
More than fucking likely.
If we want this dragon to behave, we should introduce ourselves and play with its Obliterus.
God.
God damn it.
Give me a second.
Was. Yeah. Kitty.
Yeah, don't mind it. Oh, is Eclipse playing with us tonight? What's Eclipse's character?
She is playing Obliteros.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say Tabaxi.
I was
But-
gonna say she's a Tabaxi, but yeah, no.
Hello.
Obliteros makes sense, because, you know.
I can just see it now.
Right.
She's just pawing the screen where our tokens are.
Just remember, fish are friends, not food.
She startled me actually because she just flopped over so hard that I heard her head hit the desk, and
Oh,
Ah!
she seems fine. I mean, she's not reacting to it, which is also concerning. But I think
It's about as bad as my cat clotheslining herself on totes. I mean, she seriously just... She clotheslined herself on some totes the other day.
Yeesh.
Like, you okay there, kitten? Shakes her head and walks off like, yeah, I meant to do that.
I'm a cat, you shall
Alright.
serve me and ignore everything you just saw.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I know my food bowl is not completely full. You shall fill it to the brim yet again, and then I will bitch for an hour. For I am cat, and I am asshole.
I had a cat that refused to eat his cat food, but instead went for our dog's food bowl. So he would eat dog food while our dog would eat cat food. It was just so strange.
I had a rabbit that escaped its pen and decided that he was going to hang out with the feral cats that we had. And he would go and he'd eat cat food with the cats. One day this Tom came up and started messing with his buddy, and he just ran at this thing and scared the shit out of this tomcat because rabbits are fast. That
Yeah, they are.
cat ran up that fucking tree so fast.
That's...
Then he went back to eating cat food.
Wow. Ah, watership down.
Alright.
Watership down. It was a a book, a cartoon, and a shittier Netflix series. All about rabbits, and those rabbits will kick each other's asses, and occasionally eat each other. It's a little weird.
Ew.
Yeah.
That rings a bell. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's probably because I mentioned something about how before you look at, before when you look at those squirrels and think about how cute they are, just remember they'll eat each other when they're hungry. Have fun with that, kids.
Man, that's no worse than what bears do.
Funny story is I was in the store and I saw a chocolate rabbit with the unicorn horn.
Ooh.
Yeah. Made by, I don't know, some fucking chocolate company that's out, but yeah, it's a
Why does that
rabbit with a horn.
exist?
What I was going for. It's like, crap, that's great. I need to tell my people on Monday about this because we have a rabbit with a horn.
Autistic metallic screeching occurs.
Suggestion: we send in the Lagomorph.
Okay, so you guys are directed over to, or rather the Triton, I want to say. I'm pretty sure Triton. I've forgotten already. Directed you guys downwards towards the other docks. More specifically, she pointed at, I think it's this long one in particular, but she did mention that there are the main ship that has seen the dragon more often than not is the ship that's docked out in the deep harbor over here. But she knows that the two ships here are also connected with that one. They came in together. They're part of a traveling band known as Sea Maidens Fair.
Oh no.
What, does that name ring a bell?
Oh man, I shouldn't have played
No,
YOLO.
but-
I can't stop playing YOLO. I don't think she's gonna be a maiden with that much semen.
God damn it. That
Oh my
was the
god!
only reason I said it, because I knew that joke was coming. Because Styx was thinking the same thing.
So I want you to know, this, no hard feelings, this isn't personal or anything, but if you play YOLO, I will kill on sight.
I love how Styx is actually more
Are
bearable
we
in
gonna
comparison.
have Styx and YOLO? Are we gonna have Styx and YOLO in the same game and see who dies first?
Well, see,
It's probably Voodine.
That too, yes, but we need the gnome.
have I told you about my bullshit god that eats the children?
The Swedish gnome, some weird ass bard, and this goblin creature. Who dies first?
Hey, who the fuck you calling a goblin creature? I'm just a goblin.
Yeah, why would you call the goblin a weird on top of all of that, man?
Sounds like the worst concept for a kid's TV show ever.
Styx and friends?
Yes.
Oh no, you can be Sticks, and I'll just be grabbing my crotch, and I'll be Stones.
My god.
Balls on me,
Stones.
baby! Shit!
Anyways,
Oh,
Hey, put your brains
Jesus.
away, man. That's small enough as it is. Go away.
so
Small correction. The two ships that I mentioned are docked here, yes. The third ship, the one that's been harassed by the dragon, is actually anchored in the deep water harbor. My mistake. Small correction.
Okay, well, that's interesting that they're all tied together in some form or way, and a dragon's harassing all these ships.
It's harassing the one that is anchored, but the other two are... They're a trio of ships that came here together. The Sea Maidens Fair. The only one that's been harassed is the one that's actually anchored out in the deep water. But the other two could get you out to that one if you needed, or at least tell you who owns it or something.
Well, yeah, I was
we're
just
gonna
gonna
go.
That's
ask,
what she meant.
can they take us out to the other ship?
I was gonna ask them some questions, like what are they doing out here? Like, what's their purpose in Waterdeep? Because if the dragon's harassing that ship in particular, there's a reason behind it.
Obviously, yeah, there is. It's like, what are they doing to cause problems for the dragon?
What are they doing to piss off a metallic?
Well, I mean, I'm making a campaign where it's all about a pissed off metallic, so.
Oh, maybe they're throwing trash in the ocean, you
They're
know?
littering.
They're
How dare you!
Maybe they have a dragon egg.
That is also possible.
I mean, with all the slimes in the ocean and in this world, technically there would be no trash buildup.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm,
It is possible that maybe they stole his egg.
There
or
are
egg,
no
or egg.
plastics.
anyway, yeah. So let's go ahead and approach these ships and fucking find a ship hand. I got some questions for him.
Okay. So do you want to board Heartbreaker or do you want to board Hellraiser?
I'm bored.
Hellraiser.
I know, it was a bad joke.
Which boat is crewed by door?
Neither. Both seem to be mostly handed by humans. Actually, the boats both seem to be highly active currently, with a lot of people moving around on both. From the dock, you can see that Heartbreaker seems to mostly have performers, clowns, artists, fire breathers, carnival folk. And a couple of strange creatures and some small wagons aboard it. The Hellraiser ship, you can see carries mostly decorations, banners, musicians. There's lots of music coming from it, a lot of jaunty carnival music,
Ugh,
and
musician.
some decorative floats are currently hanging from its mast as well.
I really wish you said it was an elven ship.
I hate everything about this already. Let us find a ship hand.
Fuck.
I put a hand on a ship and point.
I fucking facepalm clank myself.
Not that ship hand. Someone that works on the ship. Watcher.
So back to my question: are you going on Heartbreaker or Hellraiser? I wasn't sure if you were.
Hellraiser.
Okay,
I'm about to say they're both full of freaking bards from the sound of it, so I hate both of them anyway.
Come on, it's a traveling carnival.
That makes me hate it more. I'll take the one that is not infested with clowns.
Clowns are terrifying.
Hello, Georgie.
I am double checking you went on Hellraiser. Alright. So, as you are approaching or getting aboard of the Hellraiser ship, taking note of the many musicians and decorative things just thrown here and there, honestly, it seems like a carnival thrown together rather than well organized, which, I mean, aren't the best carnivals that way. A few ship hands recognize that you guys don't really belong based on the fact that one of you is a Kenku, one of you is wrapped up in dark clothing, one of you is a dwarf, and another one's a metal man that might be bending the ship whole slightly.
You're trying to say I'm fat?
No.
You're just big plated.
You're just big boned.
I'm a workhorse. I have no bones.
Your chassis is just expansive.
So you guys get the attention of a few deckhands who immediately apparently gesture towards somebody near the helm, who begins descending down the stairs, and you recognize a human that seems to already have an empty wine bottle in one hand and is working on the other, as he slurs, or as he stumbles slightly towards your guys' direction, and says, what can we do for you?
Greetings. We had some questions involving a potential problem with a bronze dragon that you and your troop may have been having.
Bronze dragon? Do we have one of those? Venus?
Is it possible? Is it possible for me to shoot a water arrow at this guy's face without doing any damage?
Honestly, I was going to suggest Struggleboard just talk to him. He's a drunk.
Yeah, that is actually fair. Strikeaboard can probably interpret.
Straggleboard translate.
Stragglebor will talk to man, but does not like tone. Greetings, friend. I am here to offer you a opportunity for the grand opening of new bar.
God damn it.
I facepalm.
Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry.
That's fair.
Like, I knew I was going to regret the moment I was going to suggest it, but I was like, At the same time, I can't think of anyone else better to talk to a drunk than the dwarf.
That's racist.
I give a fuck, it's true. I don't know why I have both you dogs here with me, but I guess I do now. Sammers. Oh. Jackson.
Because you were double dog dared.
Apparently. Yeah, I love you puppies, but my god, you take up way too much space. I only have so much room where I'm sitting.
Space is the final frontier.
Sorry, I'll be right back. My husband just got home. I've got to get some information out of him.
Good. Ow, Jackson. God, you trim your nails. Yes, Sam, I love you too. Yeah. What is with you two? Now you were lounging and napping a moment ago. You were happy with that. Now you both just want attention.
I'll go back to working on my map. Hey.
Well, I'll say, are we about 2 hours in? We're almost there.
Roughly.
Yeah, this is almost time for usual breaks.
And by the way, Dregs, yeah, that, like, there are birds with teeth, that is, definite, but I don't think, corvids are any variety that are of toothed bird. Actually, blackbird isn't technically, well, oh well.
Go on, Jackson. Fat ass dog. Sam. I swear to God, you're not even a dog. You look like a bear. You got a bear face. You're chubby. Have you gotten enough attention now, Sam? Hmm? Hmm? God, I miss when you were a puppy and you were small and not the 100 pounds of frickin' mailman eating dog that you are now. Oh, since we're taking a minute, I'm gonna go let these poor puppies out since I think they want to go outside. Isn't that right, doggers? Want to go outside? Huh? You want to go outside? Yeah, you do. Okay. Alright, I'll be right back. And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oof. Man, I'm so sad. Talon almost died last time I was in Avarice. Almost.
Have you worked out a alternate, just in case?
I mean, like one specifically built for Avarice, or just like one of the many concoctions I've been developing for I don't know how long?
Well, I guess specifically for avarice.
Kind of, but it's that ninja one again, like the one I accidentally made into a ninja without even realizing it.
You and ninjas, man.
I have an obsession. I like ninjas.
I mean, after Ricky Morrow, I'm surprised that you still want to go ninja.
Yeah, that's actually how it occurred to me this was a ninja I was making, because it's actually the same multi-class as Rikimaru. But different. Like, he's a rogue and a monk. But he's not a shadow monk, and he's not a assassin rogue. And his fucking skills are a little scary, too. Shit. But that's level 18.
Way of Long Death Swashbuckler?
That'd be hilarious, actually. I might have to think about that. No.
He'll send you down to the briny depths.
Nah, Monk of the Open Hand and Rogue Scout.
Oh god.
Yeah. Because
So,
I had to keep...
speaking of alts, I take it YOLO's a hard pass.
I mean, he'd be fun, don't get me wrong. But, like... I'm pretty sure we can BS reasons why we want him in the party. But it'd be a little difficult. I mean...
Well, I overplayed him a little bit because it was a one-shot, and I hadn't
Right.
played YOLO in like half a year.
Right, you have to go overboard with it in that case.
And once you start playing YOLO, it doesn't end.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Nah, I'm pretty sure it'd be fine. It won't be anywhere near to the degree we were at with some other characters we've ended up playing with that were just kind of like, why are we accepting this? Why is this happening? And it's definitely not to the bad degree of some of my D&D horror stories back when I first started playing. Like my first Lost Mines of Fendelver. That was a nightmare.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. There was a mild bit of drama. As you guys know, I'm getting married in like September or May. No, I don't know.
Send us a piece of the cake.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be cheesecake, so I'm not sure how well that's going to last. But
Pass.
I'll let you know. But apparently, my fiance's mother already contracted a DJ without us getting to meet him first. So
Fuck.
Well-
she's mildly controlling, or she's
Mildly?
she's extremely overbearing and controlling.
Well, this is a weird question, but is the mother-in-law attractive?
No.
That is a weird question. Why are you
Well,
asking?
no, because like that's the template of what you're marrying. You're gonna be marrying someone that's gonna be getting more and more attractive and looking more and more like that.
Tone down the YOLO.
So sorry about leaving you guys like that all of a sudden. I was helping my fiance process that.
That's good.
Yeah.
It was about time for us to have a small break anyway, so I guess that was it.
Yeah. If you guys need to go to the bathroom or grab a snack or something, you guys can feel free to do so now. Or we can, if we're good to go, then I'll go on.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I think we all just got back.
Perfect.
That's not
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, I was gonna say sorry. I had to get some information about my dad. So,
Oh.
No, that's perfectly fine. Do that.
family stuff, but it's all good now.
In that case, I think we were just in the moment of two drunks trying to communicate to each other through the language only alcoholics understand.
So I'm trying to get his attention by inviting him to the bar that we're opening soon.
Alright then.
You certainly catch Mr. Crabwater's attention.
I'm sorry, what was that name? I don't think I heard you right.
Water.
See, Graham, I think your mic's cutting out again because I heard crab water.
Yeah,
Yes.
so the man, a little too red in the face, happily
Pencil
looks over.
mustache.
Yeah.
Obsessed with money.
Happily looks back towards Stregobor and outstretches or drops the empty wine bottle, which immediately crashes to the floor and shatters a bit as he holds out his now empty hand towards Stregobor. Says, "A new drinking joint? That'd be great. Where's this place?"
Oh, the address. I think I remember. And then
It's going to be located where the old Troll Skull Manor is.
I tried to tell him the wrong address, but I think I actually end up just telling him our address.
Yeah, I think he told me actual address.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
month,
forgot.
day, time, all that.
So, we are on the assignment right now. We want to give free sample of drink to dragon that's around the area, and we're having trouble finding. Do you know anything about this bronze dragon?
Bronze. Oh, right. Zardoz mentioned that.
You know the one. It looks bronze and it's a giant dragon.
Yeah. Zardoz mentioned that. It had been seen around the main ship. He gestures wildly out into the harbor with the hand that was holding a wine glass, but is now empty, as you guys hear a splunk as something falls into the water behind him. He looks blankly at the now empty hand and says, George, Fergie, somebody, give me his drink. Only a few people are really paying attention to him, but nobody seems to be hopping on getting a drink anytime.
By the way, while this is going on, can I look around and see if anyone's observing with close attention when we mention Bronze Dragon?
You can roll an insight, yes.
Insight. 13 only. God damn it.
13, there's, you catch a few people's eyes, obviously, as a bronze dragon is a somewhat big deal. And they look warily out and around the ship as though they're about to be attacked anytime soon. But honestly, it's just idle curiosity from people that are busy tuning their instruments and practicing here and there.
Question. Why is the main ship docked so far out while these two are here?
Because these are full of bards.
Zardos likes his space and privacy and quiet. And there's not a lot of quiet here. You sort of have to drink yourself to ignore the noise. Indeed, as he's saying this, a band begins out in the back of the ship, apparently practicing, but somebody is horribly out of tune.
Do they speak Dwarven?
The humans? No, it seems they mostly favor common.
Then they just recognize intense anger and loud Dwarven swearing.
Nee.
Right.
If you want, I can have somebody row you out to Zardos' ship. It would only take a moment. I think somebody.
That would be much appreciated.
This sounds like a good idea.
There's nothing about this that sounds like a good idea, but it sounds
Yes.
better than alternatives.
Make sure not to fall off of boat, my friend. You will sink way to bottom. Long walk.
Every step I
Alright.
take next to you is a long walk, Strigabor.
Right, I'll get somebody for it. I'll get somebody. Jenkins! We got a job for you. As a all whip of a man happily steps forward somewhat eagerly, and Fergus Crabwater explains what he wants Jenkins to do. And Jenkins begins lowering down begins moving you guys towards one of the rowboats attached to the ship, which after you guys have boarded it, if you do,
We do.
Yes.
Hey.
I always gotta leave that option out there. He begins lowering it into the water and swiftly joins you guys, rappelling down the rope. And takes one of the oars, asks somebody if they can grab the other oar, if they don't mind terribly.
I just grab the oar and then immediately hand it to Stregobor.
That does bring up a
Alright.
point. He does have the highest strength score, doesn't he?
I have a crazy strength score, bro. I'm going to just try to paddle the shit out of this boat.
We're suddenly going around in circles. We are
Yes.
suddenly going around in circles in the opposite direction I intended.
So you're timing with Jenkins seems naturally against each other, but making the trip a little bit longer than it really needs to be. But thankfully, with his patience and a bit of direction, you guys managed to get the ship pointed the right way.
I don't understand how rowing works. I am attacking the water with an oar.
See, that makes more sense. That makes sense. I'm attacking the water with the oar because I don't know what rowing is.
So when does the Kraken come up and attack us during this?
Oh, right
That
now.
is tempting.
Oh man, you know I'm gonna pull a Drax with this.
Oh, Jesus.
Pull the Drax?
He's gonna let it eat him, and then he's gonna try to stab his way out of it.
So, as you guys get closer to the ship, you can see that it is extremely ostentatious. Not quite gaudy, but definitely very wealthy and presentable. Though whoever owns it, is definitely well off. You can also see that the name on the ship is Eye Catcher, ironically. And as you guys get closer, it seems as though the people on the ship either spotted you on your way here or were aware that you guys were coming. As a rope is lowered down for you guys, the rowboat can be hooked to it easily, which Jenkins does so and gestures for you guys to haul yourselves up the rope.
Alright, so we're taking over the ship and killing everyone, right?
Pretty
I
much.
thought we were sinking the ship so we had cover while we went to the dragon's lair.
God, all these are interesting options.
Why does it sound like everyone has an idea suddenly? What the shit is this?
I had this idea for a while.
So as you guys approach it, somebody that looks somewhat in charge, based on the general noble clothing he has, approaches it, introduces himself as Tarwind Addyhook. He dismisses Jenkins, who begins with a bow of some sort, and Jenkins hurries off into the crowd to pick up some work elsewhere as he waits for you guys to leave. And Tarwin turns back to you all and says, well, what do I have the pleasure?
Greetings, I am Strife. This is Watcher, that is Shadow. And this is Drunken Dwarf.
I just wave.
Also known as Staggerboard, the Vault Seller.
Okay, I do not push you off the boat.
I like to imagine that when you said, and this is the drunk dwarf, you just lift him up and, hold him toward
If I had the string score, I would, but I don't, so I didn't.
Well, I was gonna say, if you do that, Watcher's gonna open his beak.
Buy Volt from
Oh wait, that's the wrong damn voice thing.
Buy Volt from Stragobor. I am now Warforged as well.
It's robotic Stragomore. It's what
I
happens
am
when he...
Warforged Dwarf that builds Vault and also made a Vault. I sell myself like whore.
My God, what have we done?
You started this. You started this.
Anyways,
I love D&D.
It's great. This is what's going to happen to Stragomore when he dies. He gets absorbed by Strife.
That would be pretty funny.
I am
It's
now
gonna be fun.
Strifeable. I will build you Vault and murder you with my ideas.
Anyway, I introduce ourselves.
Tarwind happily shakes each of your hands in turn, if provided to him, and says, it's a pleasure to meet you all. I didn't catch word of what you all needed from us.
Apologies. We heard rumors that you were being harassed by a bronze dragon.
Oh, right, we did send word for that. We weren't being harassed per se, but it has been coming close to the ship a few times. A few of the men are getting nervous, obviously, so we were hoping that somebody could go speak to it, either ward it off or something. We aren't fighters, obviously, and he gestures around, and you can see that much like the previous ships, there's quite a few colorful folk here and there. Some people practicing juggling, some not, while this ship is mostly management, let's say. There are still quite a few performers dotted here and there that are practicing in their spare time.
So is there anyone on this ship, like I'm gonna do the same thing that I did on Hellraiser, is there anyone on this ship that's taking particular interest in this conversation?
Insight, please.
Goddamn. There you go.
Do you want this said out loud, or do you want this said to you?
Thing is, it's really hard for me to communicate, so I'm going to regret if it's just said to me. But at the same time, I think I should, just for immersion and character's sake.
But at the same time, I hate my party. Secrets.
Alright, I'll jump in if you said to yourself then, right? Yes?
Yeah, as much as I'm gonna regret this.
We'll make this quick, don't worry.
And now we create strife on board.
Oh, we're gonna be like a Voltron.
Wow.
And then YOLO shows up, and he's like, "Oh wow, I'm gonna be the head. Oh no, why?" And then I'm just like the codpiece.
Come, little halfling, we make totem pole.
Oh god, I kind of want to see that now. I want to see a dwarven warforged. I don't know why I want to see that now.
Oh man, what if I was an artificer and you were my mecha suit?
Oh god.
I am sure that has not been done yet in D&D.
Yeah, all I need is a little halfling or gnome fucking riding me around, and I'm just this constantly depressed
No,
mecha.
It would be Jaegering you. We'd need some sort of non-copyrighted Asian theme music for it, though.
You mean like the... Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
I have no control, and I hate my life. I am literally just a chassis for this little bastard to
Yo,
kill.
why are the controls in here shaped like... You know what? It's not important.
I was designed this way. I had no choice.
It's, unusually
YOLO,
anatomic.
YOLO designed it.
YOLO designed it.
Yep. YOLO designed it. YOLO designed the specs for it and the blueprints for it, and it was designed and...
Oh, so that's why literally every limb, lever, and everything looks like a dick.
Yes!
No, but that's why the cannon is in the ass.
What the fuck?
Your timing!
God. Yeah, so I tried to make that as quick as possible. Sorry, guys.
Nope, no problem.
Trust
We
me.
entertained ourselves.
Yeah, we entertained ourselves pretty easily.
Yeah.
Come, we will make totem pole.
So as Tarwin was saying, that the bronze dragon has been noticed nearby. It hasn't hurt anybody, and none of his men have attacked it, but it's been making them skittish because, I mean, it's like having a shark in the water circling them. That's a bit concerning. Yeah, he's not sure.
Literally a shark in the water circling everybody.
Not around them, but yeah. He doesn't understand what interest it has in them, and he's just hoping that either somebody can scare it off if it's just curious of a ship, or if somebody can talk it away or something.
We can certainly try. Where was it last seen flying off?
Tarwin pauses for a moment, blinking, and says, "No, we haven't seen it leave the water yet."
I mean, Stragobor can speak Draconic, and is well known for being very persuasive.
Not in a good way, sadly.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't buy that at all.
Tarwin doesn't seem to be buying it either.
So you suspect that it is within the waters just below us. Is that correct?
Possibly, it could be making its home in any of the catacombs within the water, or it could be oystered in some sort of forgotten nest,
Ugh.
or a sunken vessel.
Catacombs can't sell vaults.
Frankly, there's not enough space in those catacombs for you to build a vault.
I know, but they already have vaulted in catacomb.
In all
Pretty
honesty,
close.
the denizens of those catacombs you prefer not to speak with. They're kind of assholes. Moving on.
Yeah, Tarwind is hesitant on saying anything else with the two of you speaking.
Do you believe there is any reason why the dragon has become so interested in this ship particularly?
If I were to guess, I would say that it's a bit of a carny ship. It's quite colorful, quite magnificent, if I do say so myself.
What's the figurehead?
Fuck, I believe the shit out of him.
Wow.
I got the fucking best inside of the party. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, totally.
Is the figurehead like some sort of looted dragon?
I don't believe so.
The fuck?
Let me.
Not either. Fuck.
Just
Wow,
asking.
that you are the second person I've heard say that. I know somebody says it that way too.
I recently got into the habit for some reason. I'm not sure where I picked it up from, actually. I think it was Twitter.
So one of my Wednesday games says it that way. Says that all the time.
So it's what?
Nani the fuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
You really had to check to see if it was a loot dragon?
I don't remember what the fucking figurehead was, because I honestly didn't expect anybody to ask. I imagine it's some sort of typical figurehead of not a dragon, but probably a siren, mermaid, or something of the like.
Everyone turns to look at it. All we see is a goblin sitting there trying to pull it off. Oh, y'all still here? Sorry, I'll come back and do this later when you're not here. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Yeah, it will just go, unless I see something that obviously indicates that it's otherwise, we'll simply go with it being a mermaid of some sort. Probably.
A murdorf.
A murdorf.
Murdor.
That would be fucking awesome. A morph.
A morph.
God.
Wow.
Please, for the love of God, no more mutations.
We've already got a dwelf now, so I mean, you
Except
know.
their
We did not
beards
talk
are
about the
actually
dwarf.
just fins.
Oh, sorry, here it is. A gilded wooden figurehead of a female elf, with flowing hair.
Ugh.
Stragabor, don't.
It is made
Yeah.
of wood, so it's appropriate.
Made of woods. Made of
Yeah.
elf lady.
For the
Ugh.
love of God, who makes a ship out of stone?
I tell him about the great dwarven stone ship that was made out of pumice rock of the late 1300s.
Of what
The
age?
late 1300s.
1300s.
Age of the failed voyage.
Wait, I looked at the 1300s because we're like in the 1400s here, so like it was made last century.
They literally made one attempt to make a ship, and to no one's surprise, it didn't work.
I would have loved it if you had tried to spin a story about an iron ship and all of us were like, yeah, no, that's clearly bullshit.
It was called Titanic. It sunk on its first voyage. It was hilarious.
But
Yeah. So Tarwind looks towards you guys, sort of off-put by the dialogue, and says, honestly, we just want somebody to deal with it. If that's all you came to confirm, then we can send you back now.
Negative. We are the ones that are tasked to deal with it.
Yes, we have to go and figure out what it wants and why it's bothering you.
And where the fuck it is.
we didn't get
That's true.
we didn't get another potion of water breathing though.
No, we only have 2, so it'd have to be 2 people and Strife.
Well, we could just throw Strife over the side of ship. It'll be fine.
Why is that always your first suggestion when it comes to water?
Or sewers.
At least it's the whole of me instead of just my head.
If you guys are simply looking for a way down, I could offer a rowboat to trail out over here. We think that's where its nest might be. And you guys can drop down from there and just pick you back up in the rowboat afterwards.
Alright.
I really want to insight check that too, because
Yeah.
these are 3 ships, and in my mind they're full of bards, and I swear they're all lying to me. Really? Really? I believe
Wow,
you.
you're
What the
doing
fuck?
Well, you are Omar, right? So, seems to Stregobor, this would make a great song. You went to bottom of sea to see Bronze Dragon and talked to him, and he was very impressed with Bard. And
The metal man went to go speak with the metallic dragon.
Roll performance disadvantage.
Dude, anything involving charisma is disadvantage with strife. I'm autistic.
So Tarwin waves a hand mildly, or a bit dismissively, and says, "No, I couldn't leave the ship. Zardos would have an issue if one of his captains were to go missing."
wouldn't be your problem. You would be famous or dead.
While I enjoy a game of chance, certainly, that's not something I want to bet on currently.
Stregobor will tut and say, Elf lady over there, Saw Figurehead, know your preference. Elf lady over there does not like cowards, my friend.
I feel like there's like an audible clink as I tilt my head at you at that.
Tarwind again says, "If I'm more than happy to send one of my lads to get you out there on a rowboat, but I need to stay here and manage affairs myself."
That is fine.
Watcher is probably going to mimic manage affairs and then gesture to the group indicating that we want to privately discuss our next course of action.
One moment, the bird has to pee.
And Tarwin looks a bit curious, but turns away from you guys and seems to be heading off to grab Jenkins so he can be your rowboat captain.
I swear to God, if I catch that his first name is Leroy, I already assign us to Doomed.
Hey.
It's actually Leonard, but
That's not far off.
Yeah. Like, yeah, okay. Totally not, no.
So you guys seem to have a bit of space to yourself where you can talk privately as far as you can tell.
Okay. Probably just, well, privately is a bit subjective when we're on the deck of a ship.
Exactly.
Is it possible to look around and see if anyone's clearly trying to listen in on us?
Yeah, let me
I
turn
mean-
my head completely around.
Yes, that would help.
14. With the 14, you have definitely gotten a few people's gazes because, I mean, you're strangers on a boat that's currently docked, so really they didn't. You guys stick out like a sore thumb, is what I'm trying to say, and some people have curiosity in that.
Then I did just turn my head completely 180 at him, so that's even more
That
reason.
too, yeah, that's just adding into it.
I just want to stare at whoever I make eye contact with first for a moment, with my head completely backwards.
Okay. Probably leaning over the railing, trying to mimic somewhat quietly. I'll probably, God, this is gonna be annoying. Essentially, Watcher will mimic welcome. No. And shake his head to indicate that we're not welcome on this ship, first of all.
You're saying we should take over a ship. Bold.
I turn into Woody Woodpecker and start banging my head against the hull of the ship. No. This is a clip of dialogue that hasn't been used since the beginning of the campaign. essentially in Rio's voice, I don't appreciate all of you ganging up on this lady, and I'm just going to mimic lady, and then kind of just nod for you all to look back at the ship.
I believe he's trying to indicate that there is not a single female on any of the ships you have seen so far. They have all been male.
I mean, that's usually a thing about ships, though, isn't it? That's like
Yeah, it's,
taboo.
it is. It is for women to be on ships.
Oh shit!
it ha-
We have an elf that's disguised as a fucking woman too. God damn it!
Actually, she's not technically disguised as a woman. She's disguised as a male at this point, so she doesn't look feminine at all.
There is old lore that a woman on a ship might bring bad luck, but you guys also were on a ship that was docked, and despite the large population, even with all the performers and musicians, not a single one of them was female still.
What is this a large population of?
Human.
I suppose third bit of information is probably going to mimic a line from Tarwind, and then mimic a line from Shadow, and then just keep mimicking both of them side by side to indicate that there's a similarity between the two. See what I mean? This is fucking hard.
It is. Yeah, Kenkris are hard to play.
You gotta split your conversation into in character and out of character, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I'm trying. Yeah, but essentially, yeah. So first bit of information you get is the fact that we're not welcome on this ship. Second, no females, despite the fact that there were females on the other ship. And third bit of information, right now Watcher is mimicking a line from Tarwind and a line from Shadow, who
This
Shadow's
is
an elf.
Not so strange, I think. Some sea men just prefer a different port.
Ooh,
So
wait.
you're assuming that Tarwin is also an elf, then, correct? Am I correct in that assumption then?
Sorry,
Watcher
let me correct something real quick, because I think you misunderstood something. I said there was no females, despite there being a whole bunch of different kinds of performers on the other ship. That in both of the ships you've been on, there have been no females.
It's a complete sausage fest.
Yeah, it's all been male humans. Like, despite the wide array of carnies and so forth folk they have, it's just been all human males.
You can't have a proper circus act without the bearded lady.
Yeah, that's sort
Sure you
of the
can.
issue
It's just
there.
actually a dude with tits,
Yeah.
which is actually more common than you would think.
It really is, especially with that medicine that a lot of parents sued over. I was on that medicine for a while before I was taken off. Anyways.
Alrighty then.
Essentially, when you ask, God damn it, if I'm implying that Tarwind is an elf, I kind of bob my head back and forth, saying maybe, maybe not, and then just actually, probably Strikebore has said this. Flowery words like elf.
He sounds like elf then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, has similar sounds to an elf.
I'm confused. Why does that matter?
I'm seeing what you all make of it.
Well, he may not be fully human either. He could be.
Like, if anything, the only important part is the first bit where we're not welcome on the ship.
Right. Yeah.
That's a
we're not.
given.
Well,
Either way, it does not get us any closer, nor does it deter us from trying to speak with the dragon. Though it may leave us kind of marooned out there if they decide to get rid of us.
that is.
Kind of just watching you at that point, yeah.
They may turn tail and run and leave us on the boat.
To be fair, they have not turned tail yet. They have been docked here for I don't know how long.
Well, my point is that they may not help us get back.
By the way, Hylock, just saying stage whispering.
Just for any possible eavesdroppers.
Yeah.
You guys do notice that Tarwind, in the distance, seems to have found Jenkins and is talking with him and gesturing towards you guys, most likely indicating your desire to have a boat taken out to the middle of the harbor.
Leonard Jenkins.
He won't die today.
I do believe our next course of action is to leave Watcher on the rowboat in hopes of dissuading any potential running. So we may have a chance of returning alive.
Split the party.
Unfortunately, because we only have 2 potions of water breathing since we didn't go back to restock.
And Watcher is full range, so...
I do have a rapier, but not my skill set, really.
Yeah. Hey, don't feel bad, man. At least I don't have a gun yet. I'd be kind of pissed off if I immediately got a gun the first campaign or session I have with it. I can't use it.
I will know if someone has a spare short sword, then I could use that underwater without disadvantage.
Stregobor has many daggers.
Yeah, I've got daggers, and I've got 2 rapiers, which are also piercing.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, reading it on the page, it specifically says...
Light.
No, it specifically says... Creature has disadvantage on the attack roll unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
That's
Oh wow, it
true.
doesn't list rapier. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
Too thin.
Yeah. No, that's the.
Well, again, we're not
I mean,
going
I've
to
got
fight
a
a
bunch
dragon,
of daggers.
thankfully. We're just going to go talk to a dragon,
Yeah. Not kill a dragon.
thankfully.
Let's hope not.
Why
Does-
would we kill Dragon? We want his patronage at bar.
He can't get to the bar.
Well, he can make order from wall, and we can send waitress out with keg for him.
You're gonna send
You're gonna send a waitress
across town
through the
fill
dock
the order.
ward.
Just not any
Well-
town, but Waterdeep. Through the dock ward. The worst place in Waterdeep half the time.
Sintir would not like me calling her waitress, but she would enjoy trip, I think.
Oh god. Anyway.
Anyway, so
I think-
the plan: we sail out with Mr. Jenkins. I stay on the boat. What could possibly go wrong? While the rest of you go chatting.
Do we want to take one less of the party so we can force feed Jenkins a potion and take him with us?
What?
I mean, we're splitting the party, right?
Yeah.
Well, we could take Strife and one other and Jenkins, force feed Jenkins the potion.
Yeah.
Why take Jenkins?
I don't know, that would be an optimum place to question him.
so that he can take bullets from the Geth.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If anybody gets the
damn it.
I don't.
I do.
But-
Thank you.
By the way, this is something like Watcher wouldn't do this, but just saying, we're on a rather opulent ship, and the most expensive item in the game is a spyglass.
Actually, I
Really?
think the ship is worth more than the spyglass.
In terms of
I
basic
see your
equipment.
point. Yeah, does the elf need to go to the bathroom or something and get all
Feminine?
elfy thievy?
Well, she's basically she looks in her normal attire with the shroud on her head and everything is what she's wearing now. She could easily switch into her no shroud, long braid, more feminine look, if that's what you mean.
Nah, I was just seeing if you were stealing it.
We're not stealing a spyglass from the ship.
I am not.
It is 1,000 gold.
It is. I
It is.
could.
It is.
I could attempt to steal it, but if I get caught,
Yeah,
You
let's
drink
not
a potion and
let's-
dive.
let's not have more reasons to piss these people
Yeah.
off.
Well,
yeah. I
And
don't
again-
wanna-
Dragapor is not a thief, so he didn't even think of it.
And
I
I'm
mean,
not
I-
suggesting this in game.
No.
Wait. And why is a spyglass 1,000 gold?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
It's,
It is.
Okay.
In the PHB, it's 1,000 gold for a spyglass.
Maybe
you
it's
know
like
how
the
you make a
newest
dagger,
invention?
right?
Was that
And
a
you know how you
typo?
make armor, right? How do
Yeah.
you make a lens? By hand.
Sand and fire.
A perfect lens.
yeah, perfect
If I'm
magnifying lens. Yeah, that would take a lot of work in this day
It
and age.
takes forever.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely
very
some
refined
serious-
equipment.
So I'm gonna counter you on that by saying that a warhorse, a fully trained warhorse, is only 400 gold, and a
Okay,
musket
you
is
can-
500 gold.
Look, if you got 2 war horses, you can make a bunch of war horses.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how
You
it
get two war
works.
horses, you get a horse. You have to train the horse to be a war horse.
Look, I mean, it's the profession their father did. They're going to be inclined to make their father happy.
An elephant is 200 gold and is a mount, apparently.
Why do we not have an elephant?
Jeez,
What?
I should have an elephant. I'm
1,320 pounds. Jesus.
let's not make this another avarice, please. I already have to deal with a rhino, 2 different Pegasus, a fucking saber-toothed lion. Like,
God.
those are all the mounts we currently have, and we're debating more already.
Wait,
That's-
we already have mounts? I didn't realize we actually had mounts.
No, in avarice, in my avarice game.
Oh, and you're
Everyone but
okay.
Talon has a goddamn mount of some kind, and it's all.
You can turn into a wolf in Avarice.
Yeah, that's true. I don't need a mount. I just turn into a wolf because I can, because bullshit reasons.
But back on topic, I guess, while we're discussing economy. So,
Spyglass economy.
1,000 gold and
Yeah.
it weighs a pound.
Anyways.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, yeah. I mean, I could try, but
No.
chances are, if my roll is too low for this, their perception,
How how good of a perception does the Carney or Noble have? I mean, come on.
High enough, I think. High enough to worry. And we are on a ship in the middle of the Great Harbor currently. So,
I mean, I could easily get thrown overboard. Sure, it's not a big deal, obviously, but there is a shark down there that wants to eat me.
no, there's a
Hello.
shark in the naval harbor. That's a little ways away.
that's a weird one, too. Like, that's something we're gonna have to come back to and deal with, I think, at some point. Preferably when someone speaks Aquan.
Yeah.
Alright, so Tarwind and Jenkins begins heading your guys' way. Do you have anything else you want to say before you guys sit out on a rowboat to the middle of the Great Harbor with Jenkins? Or do you have a different plan in mind?
Nope.
I think this is a terrible plan, but
It could be, it could be
But
a
YOLO.
bad idea, but yeah. Hey,
Oh, it definitely is a terrible plan. But by Volt from Stragobor, I'll just regale Jenkins in the boat with all of Stragabor's brilliant one-liners, I guess.
Jenkins politely listens, as best as a sub-character can do.
Oh god.
Stregobor is enthralled, and he laughs at the jokes.
Of course, you laugh at your own jokes.
This
only I could
good
drown.
sales pitch. If only I could buy vaults from you.
I'm actually, as I listen to this, as we row out there, detach my head and hold it underwater, praying to God I somehow magically just drown. Or at the very
What
least,
happened?
muffle the sound.
What happens if you drop your head?
Then the rest of this campaign gets really interesting. As
Legends
we go
tell.
straight from my head.
Is that how the legend of the Headless Horseman began?
yes, that's exactly how it happened.
Little did you know, my actual name is Ichabod Crane.
Alright, so you guys are descending, just to clarify, you guys are leaving,
Watcher.
Watcher, thank you. I was about to say more, but I know that's not the character's name, and I was just fumbling.
Moore is as much a stage name as Watcher at this point, let's be honest. Which one am I called Moore? Wow, I did not.
God damn it.
I did not intend that.
God damn it. Okay, so you guys are leaving Watcher on the boat with Jenkins to regale him with tales of vaults and dwarves, as
Yeah.
Strife, Shadow, and Stregobor, two of them take their potions and descend down.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's how Watcher became full owner of a bar.
Watcher just tells Jenkins to turn around.
Next thing you
You
know,
work for
the
me
latest
now.
applicants for the bar. Hey, how you doing? I'm Six the Goblin. This is Yolo the Halfling. I don't know who the fuck this is.
Oh, yo, baby!
God.
There's some freaking gnome.
Hello there.
That
I also will
guy's
be
not
going
with us.
underwater with you.
You are definitely the bartender.
God.
Well, tell me your problems.
It'll be a party of all small folk.
We're
gonna make Rio change.
Stones. I'm Sticks. These are my stones.
Rio will change to his kobold, and we'll really just have a party of small folk.
That'd be hilarious, actually. There's
I'll
no
have to come
crevice
up
or
with
hole
one.
we cannot crawl into.
Yeah, actually, Jen, what would your small character be?
I would be a forest gnome druid
Gnomes forever.
that would probably speak French, have a French accent.
Oh god.
Oh, shit, baby! Oui.
This week, I'm already
I
horrified.
have a tabaxi that has a French accent in Adventurers League. That...
Oh, mid.
Mid.
God. Okay. Before we ruin Grimm's French viewers from his videos,
I have French viewers?
Sacre bleu!
Wait, Grim, you're recording?
Of course, I'm recording at least. I may not be able to stream, but I can record.
Cheese!
Okay. I was wondering.
yeah, quick, everybody put their mask back on. Get back into character.
No.
Oh crap! Okay, let me get my pants back on. I'm sorry. Fuck, they were on my short sword. Where's my short sword? Yolo, where's my short sword?
You called that a short sword?
Man, fuck you. It's better than that little dagger between your legs.
These characters
baby,
can
they
never be
call me-
allowed.
Yeah, I'm half wicked, half giant, baby. Not because I'm
Moral
so
of
tall.
the story: Hylock, don't let their characters die.
I can't let them die. No, you guys have plot armor. Congrats.
The other
Um,
time I had plot armor, I convinced the other characters that if we died, we'd name our characters you, me, and who.
And we'd all be monks.
So who's the tank?
Oh god. Okay. You guys descend down into the deep water of the Great Harbor. Descending down, the potions thankfully help prevent a bit of the water pressure from squeezing you a bit too hard and lets you breathe easily as you guys descend further down.
I literally just
near-
grabbed them both and I just dragged them down with me as I sink.
Like a scene out of a horror movie. You guys are just dragged underwater by great metallic hands, like
I
fucking
tried.
Jason Voorhees.
Breathe some of my dwarven fire whiskey.
You try to what?
You try to breathe it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you pop the bottle, it's just going to immediately start escaping into the water.
And I breathe the water.
I'm a little disturbed by how you almost said abyss.
It's close enough. I mean, I honestly don't know what you expect here. Would you like to make a con save and maybe get drunk after out of breathing whiskey, or
Whiskey.
Sure. I mean, like, it's a very effective way of absorbing it through the lungs.
that's fair. I mean, everybody's looking for a better way to drink. Yeah, you're fine. You're a dwarf.
You're fine, you're a dwarf.
I'm happy. Never tried drinking like this.
You get a warm feeling in your belly that helps
Literally
prevent.
drink like
no,
fish.
It's not his belly, it's in his lungs.
So descending down near the bottom of the ocean floor here, within the harbor, you guys can spot something incredibly massive. What seems to be an old galleon, cracked in half and mostly covered in barnacles. Not too far from you, in fact. And in fact, as you begin to make out its shape and understand and know what it is, you guys see a metallic blur immediately rushing out of its cracks toward you guys.
And I smile, and in Draconic I say, "Hey, little met friend."
Oh dear sweet lord, we're going to
Got
die.
you in trouble last time. Sure,
Watcher.
that's what you want to say.
Up above. Gonna show that with this. Move you guys a bit of a ways down here. bring out your newest friend.
Bobo the Bronze Dragon.
I don't know
Bobo?
why, but George R.R.
Bobo?
Martin is the only name in my head right now.
Why Bobo?
Why, did we have a wedding where everyone died already?
Yes.
Bobo,
I don't
Bobo,
know.
Bobo, Bobo, Bobo.
We do not
I-
admit that show ever existed.
Bobo.
Those bizarre adventures.
That's JoJo.
Yeah, that's JoJo.
I mixed it up.
Which is actually a somewhat decent anime.
I don't know. Imagine JoJo, but it's all clowns named Bo and Bobo.
That sounds like
That's
Bobo,
what it is.
actually.
So I just figured out what George R.R. Martin is famous for. Okay.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Wow.
I hate Game of Thrones. That show can fuck itself.
I like the books.
I
Books
like
are
the
good.
series.
I do
I haven't
enjoy the
read
series.
books. I haven't read the books yet.
The books are good.
I
Do
don't
not have
one
HBO.
channel.
Also, that's a dragon.
I
That is-
watch it on Showbox or online. So.
I really need to catch
Illegal.
up. I can't remember where I left off. I think what's her face finally got to the Tower of the Faceless One or Many Faces or whatever the fuck you
Oh,
called.
you're like it's season 5 or 6?
Yeah, that's
They're
where I
on
left
season-
off. Then I got sidetracked again.
Yeah, well, they're on
Mm,
season
the
8 now. and-
Dragon.
Anyways, Dragon.
Yeah,
Back
dragon.
to the dragon.
There's a turn order. That's already bad.
There is. I would like this just for simplicity's sake and because it's recommended.
Wonderful. Let's see here.
Nothing
Scheiße.
can possibly go wrong with the turn order, right?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
wow.
roll initiative just in case I need to stab a Mr. Leroy.
He goes after the dragon. Keep that in mind.
Ah.
Alright, so you guys have a metallic, large dragon. A bronze dragon, to put it plainly. Quickly dashing towards your location. With a bit of ferocity, let's say. What do you guys want to do? It's still a bit of a distance from you, but it's certainly going to reach you before too long.
I'm greeting it in Draconic. I can't
I-
believe no one else can speak Draconic. I have a -2 charisma.
I wasn't making a character thinking I was going to have to talk to a dragon at some point in Waterdeep, of all places.
Like, I took Draconic because I was like, maybe we'll find like an old vault or a hoard and Draconic will be useful.
You did it because Waterdeep Dragon Heist, didn't you?
No, I mean, like, you think of like underground areas
Also-
with lots of treasure, you think of Dragon Hoard.
Also, if I'm gonna be real, I kinda expected Rio to have it since he's a sorcerer.
That's true.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, but he's not a draconic sorcerer.
Not a draconic, but sorcerers still get a lot of language options. I think. They
Yeah. They do.
I got Jack.
No, he's back at the bar.
Oh, God.
He is not quick.
So, Strikebor's greeting the thing. I'm raising my hands in a very non-threatening manner, hoping that I don't get immediately bitch slapped by a freaking bronze dragon.
Yeah, and I'm making eye contact and I'm smiling.
Yep. So
Making eye contact, but I cannot physically smile, sadly.
Okay, so you guys are all making non-threatening gestures, with some of you going so far as to make sure to look it in the eye and smile.
By smile, I mean show my teeth.
Again, this was literally the best sounding option for us. I want to point that out again.
Yep.
Dragon!
I mean, it was an option. Okay, so it's going to move a bit closer, and you guys see its wings unfurl to make it look quite a bit bigger than it really is. A typical tactic in nature.
Oh, that's
As it
cute.
hisses out, as it hisses out in Draconic, leave. The treasure's mine, not yours.
This is a metallic dragon, right?
Yes, bronze.
Oh.
What
Yeah.
was his name again? It wasn't Destructorus.
His you never got his name. No, the shark's name was Obliterus.
Oh. Greetings and well met, mighty dragon. I have heard of your magnificent glory and your wonderful treasure hoard, and have come with once-in-a-lifetime business opportunity.
I facepalm underwater.
You
This
can't
is
understand
draconic.
him.
No, but I know the tone. I know the I'm trying to sell something Stregobor tone by now.
Roar.
Rawr.
God, sassy dragon.
Sassy dragon.
Yeah,
So you're trying to sell him on a vault? Correct here?
Yes, this will be like my first underwater vault, and I'm like seeing the schematics in my head.
Just a suggestion: use Cooper nickel. It is an excellent metal for thermal heat exchanges, and really, it does have good anti-corrosive properties.
Oh no, we're going with stone, and we'll cut the stones on a ship and just drop them
Like fucking rapture.
like where we
Like-
need, and then we'll build them under like. Yeah.
Alright,
Oh, God.
So you're attempting to sell this dragon on a vault, and you
Well,
see...
we need a reason to be talking to him, and we're just trying to figure out what he's doing here.
Think we
Right,
found it
right.
out.
So if he's like, well, no, I don't want to buy a vault, thank you, you can leave now. That's better than fighting it.
Right, okay. So seeing you guys don't seem to be hostile, or at least trying to get by him towards the ship.
I tell him that, you know, with Waterdeep so close, you are very wise to be so watchful of your treasure. So many people, you know, not so honest like us. We would like to, you know, make sure you are safe with your wealth. Maybe build you wonderful vault cavern to keep it in. For very reasonable price.
Please stop saying things to make the dragon come closer to me.
I just want to let you all know you're in breath weapon range.
I
Right, lovely.
assumed.
I kind of back up just a bit because I don't want to get hit with a.
What
Lightning.
is your name, my wonderful, magnificent friend?
He says that his name is Zelifon.
Do I recognize that as male or female?
Do you?
I guess the question is he speaking common or draconic? Because I can't.
He's speaking Draconic, I believe.
Damn it.
I don't. Let me double check.
But like, is that like George for dragon?
No.
George Washington.
He's speaking Draconic currently, but he does seem to understand any common exchanges said.
Okay.
I'm just waiting to look for. I'm just waiting for a look of fucking the dragon looking back to us and just going like, "Is this dwarf with you guys?"
No. In fact, with you guys seemingly non-hostile, his wings furl back up behind his back. He seems to loosen up a bit. And he gets, if one could call it, a curious look on his face as he slowly approaches you guys a bit more. Drop turn order here, unless you guys do any.
I
take
stabbed
the
the dragon.
Surprise! Dragon.
As Zelifon, as he says his name is, gets really curious and says, you say I can protect my treasures?
Of course! You have not heard of Whitey Stragabor's vaults? Wow! Well, my friend, let me tell you, and I explained to him how we can build him like a rock cavern to keep his treasure protected.
I feel like I'm watching this, I'm hearing it, and I'm backing out the shadow and just kind of leaning over. It's like,
This is the longest I've seen him talk with anything and not be threatened to be shanked. What is
He's
happening?
a kid, he doesn't know better.
I don't know. Perhaps he's got the dragon's attention, and that's a first.
At least you got someone's attention, finally.
There you go.
So Zelifon says, I would be most interested in this. Do you have one nearby?
Oh no. Well, in city, but you know regular people, they're so scared of dragons. They're like, not like us, you know, old friend.
Right. Besides, the city folk don't mind me, or don't matter to me too much. There's so many shiny baubles down here. Have you seen them all?
No.
There's knickknacks and glorious treasures and items and peculiars. I need you guys to picture the scene out of My Little Mermaid, or whatever it's called.
Oh no.
I need that song. Somebody put up that song.
I just want to be where the people are.
It's mostly the loving of baubles and shiny things and forts.
Hoppers.
Yes. Whatchamacallits and...
Dingle Hopper.
It's a fucking pork, man.
As the bronze dragon, as Elifarn gets a bit closer to Dragonborn, says, could you bring me one of these vaults?
It seems, you are not an ancient dragon, not one of the old-timers. Seems like what you want more is something mobile, you can take on the go, maybe, go to other areas and find more treasure, really, maybe, a travel vault would be best.
A travel vault.
I think that's called a bag of holding.
A safe. I'm trying to sell him the safe now.
You're trying to sell the dragon a safe.
But, I've realized that he doesn't actually have any money, and I'm just, downgrading and trying to upsell.
He still expresses curiosity as he's waving his head back and forth, or moving his head back and forth a little excitedly.
I explained to him that it's like a metal box that he can lock, and I can make it different sizes.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
That way you can keep the best treasure really well hidden.
That would be great. I'm just keeping it in my nest back. Well, I don't want to say outright, but
No, don't need to know. Why tell? Why take that risk?
right. I like you. You seem nice.
Well, thank you. You are very well spoken for such a up and coming dragon, I must say. Very well mannered.
Well, I have been practicing. I've been trying to get near the ship up over there, but they don't. They keep acting worried whenever I come by. I'm hoping to ask them to see their fare at some point, but they always hide or act worried when I get nearby.
The car needs not so good conversation. Tell you what, how about next Tuesday I find someone for you on shore, I bring them to you, and then you can talk to them there. A very good conversationalist.
Can he even reach the shore is the question?
That's a
No,
good question.
I will like a landmark that's nearby that he can go to.
Okay. No, the dragon barrier extends to all of the ground. The harbor itself is iffy. The power may have waned over time, and that may be why the bronze dragon is okay to be in here. But in the past, the rumor was that it spread out like a mile beyond all city walls. That was the rumor.
Dragobor, what are you attempting to sell him?
Well, just a small safe, but, I thought, maybe Lady Blackstaff or one of her associates would like to talk to this charming dragon, and get to know him better.
Do they have any shiny baubles?
Is actually
The
not
shiniest, my
bad
friend.
idea. Huh.
They have shiny bubbles that float, they have shiny bubbles that sink, they got shiny bubbles, my friend, that you can eat. I know, right? Pretty nice.
Could they tell me about the other things? Do they know things?
All sorts of things. Stragobor know people. He will find very knowledgeable friend for you.
Do you know what a ship under a ship is?
Ship under a ship, like the one on the ocean bottom?
No, not that one. You see him look back over to the crash ship over there and says, "No, it's still put together. It's a ship under a ship."
My mind is blown.
I know. I've never heard of a ship under a ship, but I don't know what they're saying, so
Is it
I
some
can't
sort
say
of
anything.
sub ship?
Is that the name for it? I've been trying to ask, but as I said, they keep getting scared when I get nearby.
Dear sweet lord.
Well, I'm sure that the friend I bring to talk to you will know all about such things. I am more, knowledgeable about stone and vault. Well, if you would be so kind, would you mind helping us get to shore with our puny little legs? It's so far. Oh, and you are so mighty. It would be so easy for you.
What?
I can't get you to shore, but I can get you back up top with your ship up there.
Oh, that would be most kind of you, friend.
Am I about to be picked up by a dragon, not knowing what the
Oh,
fuck conversation
yes,
is
we're about to
happening?
be picked up by a
Yeah,
dragon.
exactly.
When's the last time you were level 2
What
and got a free
the-
dragon ride, motherfucker?
My second Lost Mines of Fendelver.
Oh, well, you're fancy.
Not really, I just had really good charisma checks.
Well, I've got... This went pretty well.
You sold a dragon a safe.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to sell the contact information to a wizard.
By the way, Stregs, we're level 3.
Yeah, it's about to. Or you mean Stregobor?
We are.
Still.
I don't think I leveled up.
Yeah, you think you took a level in Barbarian.
Well,
No,
would be
that
level
was
2.
his level 2 when he got angry that no one was listening to him and he started
Yeah.
throwing shit around in Yawning Portal.
Yeah.
I
No,
remember that off the
second,
top
I
of
thought
my
it took.
Oh no, I did level 2 up. I just didn't put
Yeah.
it down.
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought you leveled up to Barbarian too.
Yeah. Danger sense.
Yeah.
Alright. So we're gonna scare the shit out of these bards.
God damn it. You're gonna scare the shit out of Strife and Shadow first.
So we are getting a very charitable ride from our new friend, our new best friend, up to ship. Isn't that nice of him? His name is Zelathan.
So with you speaking common towards them, Zillifarn is more than happy to look towards your other friends, apparently realizing that maybe they didn't understand the draconic conversation for the first time, and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's nice to meet you all." I think speaking common.
I'll kind of relay everything that we just went over.
Oh. Well,
Won't Lady Blackstaff be so happy to meet a new friend? Or some of her other friends might be happy to meet him.
Don't know. Maybe, sure.
Do either of you know what a subship is?
I only know what a diving bell is.
No, I'm not sure what a sub-ship is. Not familiar with the term.
A ship under a ship. Strange.
Never heard of it.
A water ship, mayhaps.
Perhaps.
A marine vessel, perhaps. Maybe a submarine.
That's where I was going with that.
Nah, that's a stupid name.
Slowly crawling our way there. God. Okay. In that
Maybe
case,
it was made by merfolk. Maybe it should be called a submerse ship.
That's dumb.
Submarine?
Out of curiosity, why do you ask?
I've been wanting to ask about it, but they keep acting worried when I get by. I thought since you folk came from over there, you could tell me.
Curious. Did you see one, mayhaps?
Yeah, there's one under the ship. The ship anchored over there, and he gestures with a wing back towards the ship, the big ship you guys came from. Through the murky water, it's incredibly difficult to see, especially at this distance.
Do you have like a underwater like cutting torch?
Underwater
Do you have that attachment in your tinker's tools?
I doubt it.
Like an underwater welding tool?
Yeah, we need to cut a hole on that submergible.
We need to, I think we need to send, Strife to go walk over there while we take the boat back to figure out what's going on, because he's the only one that can breathe underwater for a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Some may say indefinitely, as I do not require air. I am
That's
curious
also-
as to just what that may be.
Well,
Though I think I
then-
would have trouble reaching it, seeing as how it's attached to a frickin' ship. And not on
No,
the
the
surface.
water's getting into a circuit.
Yeah, I thought it was me for. Actually, I've been having trouble.
Oh, is my shit cutting out
Strike,
again?
can you... It cut
you're,
out
you're
briefly
going
there.
more robotic than you
Yeah,
should.
let's check out the sub.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, fuck it. I mean, if it's been pointed out to us, we might as well.
So what's the plan? Have the dragon carry you over to the sub, or
Hell yeah!
are you leaving
Well-
Watcher behind?
Meanwhile, back at the boat, so Stragobor been making a new kind of vault. Can make in big and small shapes. What kind do you prefer?
Yep, we're leaving Watcher behind.
Jenkins looks over to you and says, "Well, I can juggle. If that'll, would you like to learn how to juggle?"
That was he's
I
not
feel
even
like
fucking
I
listening.
feel like you two are just having two completely different conversations.
He had no idea what you just said.
This is how Kenku communicate, guys.
We're aware. It's funny.
It's great.
He's inferring too much. He's trying to interpret everything you say as some sort of equation, and he's just sort of guessing wrong a lot.
Right side, you have a lot of dialogue to work with now because
Let's be honest, the amount Stregs advertises his vault, I probably could sell a vault and have enough dialogue for it.
you're not wrong.
Probably.
Okay, so you guys are jumping over to the underwater ship, right?
Yes.
Or at least taking a look at it.
Oh.
Yes. That was the idea, I think.
Let me... Okay. So, if you can believe it, I don't have the map prepared on Roll20, but it's just a cross grid anyway, so there's not really much
Alright.
artistic there.
That's okay.
Now, what are you all doing here in my ship?
What?
That was the worst Sean Connery I've ever fucking done in my life.
That sounded more like
There was too much strength in there.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
regular
no.
Stregs.
no, it sounded like Davy Jones.
Yes, this is my submarine.
I don't. I'm
You
not, hearing,
have found me.
I'm not hearing enough Scottish and not enough liquor in that.
Yeah. Shit, I've been dry for 6 months, man.
Shaken, not stirred. I can't. Yeah, I can't do Sean Connery. Saved my life.
No one can do Sean Connery but Sean Connery.
That is true.
Haggish? What's this haggish?
That and some really good comedians.
Yeah.
So you guys, carried over by the claws of the dragon, are carried aloft to what seems to be a ship under a ship, I believe it, directly below the galleon that you guys had just been on, the eye-catcher galleon, as it were, is a small vessel about 100 feet tip to toe, I think. It's off the top of my head.
Okay.
Positioned precisely underneath the galleon to provide some cover to it, as though it's just a sort of hideout ship. It seems to have it seems to be constructed both of metal and wood. It seems to also have a few ports, windows to it, if you want to get close enough to look into it. And also seems to bear a passing resemblance to a manta ray with prongs at the tip and extended harp and leather material acting as wings and 2 back wings.
Bitchin'.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, like, can we just go up to one of the windows and knock?
I mean, I kind of want to look in, and not knock necessarily.
Just scare the shit out of everybody inside.
Yes.
No, and then
Exactly.
thieves can't sign, let me in, please.
I mean, it could be worse. Can you imagine someone like Black Templar just knocking on something like that? Everyone looks over, and all they hear is,
Have you heard the glory of Bahamut?
Well, thieves can't sign. Thieves can't sign, let us in, please. And if they shake their heads, I'll point to the robot man and just pantomime punching the window.
So
cracks
The-
knuckles with malicious intent.
the interior seems to be completely unlit. I think Strigobor and Shadow have dark vision here.
They do.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do.
You can see that there are you two. If you get close to one of the ports and glance into it, you can see that there are a few bodies moving inside. Some glancing at papers. None of them really paying too close attention to the windows currently. But there are equal measures elves and gnomes.
Nani the fuck?
Yeah, seriously.
Now, the question is this something we want to approach with? Or do we save this in the back pocket for when we're less in danger of being marooned and potentially relying on a dragon to intimidate people with?
Okay, analyze your last sentence.
No, I'm aware. Because trust me, if we end up getting fucking screwed here, we're
But,
going to use the dragon.
Dragon for intimidation is a strong move.
It's a fucking dragon. And they're already
Yeah,
scared of it.
Yeah, I think they're afraid of being found out more so than anything else at this point. They have elves and gnomes in this subship doing God knows what.
Oh, I mean, we don't really work for the Blackstaffs. Like, who should we bring this information to?
There are a couple people that do work for the Blackstaffs. It's the Grey Hand. Who's part of the Grey Hands?
I don't know what the Grey Hands are.
That's another faction. We did a mission for the Blackstaff before. We went to that monk.
The Blackstaff runs a adventuring force known as Grey Force, and it has a smaller counterpart within that welcomes new members known as the Grey Hands. It's sort of a not quite legal police force that, because it's the Blackstaff running thing, the Archmage of Waterdeep, they have some say-so, but just nothing written on paper quite yet.
So it's kind of like the step down from the Harpers, both in morality and effect.
Well, they focus mainly on Waterdeep. Like, if you leave Waterdeep, you're not going to run into the Grey Hands elsewhere. They are the civilian security force for Waterdeep itself. They are adventurers dedicated to Waterdeep.
They're the division.
The Grey Force is such a lame name, though.
Meh, ever worse.
I know that there's an actual adventuring party, like, run by Chris Perkins at some point, of the Grey Force, where they fought giants and, like, won, and they're, like, badass motherfuckers, but I haven't watched that, so I can't do justice to their characters, so forgive me. Because I'm pretty sure one of the characters became the Blackstaff, and that's who we're dealing with.
Chris motherfucking Perkins.
Great man. But yeah, you guys are currently on a quest for the Blackstaff, for the Grey Hands, because you guys have been building renown within them, because you haven't done anything against Waterdeep as far as they know. And you guys were just here to see what the Bronze Dragon was doing in the harbor, and this is all new. This was unexpected.
Yeah, this is just...
Yeah, this wasn't part of the... This wasn't part of the quest, but it's something that we probably should bring to their attention, but...
I mean, it kind of is part of the quest. It was one of the reasons why the dragon was interested in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. It's the reason the dragon's here is because he's interested in the subship, but of course,
If you-
then again,
If you want a more compelling argument, do you honestly expect the Black Staff to not have known about this little operation?
that is also true.
Hmm.
But then again, we don't know. I mean, these guys seem like they're outsiders. Like they're just here because they're here to put on a show for.
So
Everyone
maybe
else.
we just go up and we go to Captain. We go. So what are you doing here, really? Right? Between
Or
you and-
ask him if he knows what the subship is for.
With the dragon.
Excuse me, Director. There are weird people looking in through the window.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I get that. That's great.
Yo, who the fuck's that?
Why is
Yo,
there a
shut the
half, like,
fuck up! We're
Why is there a
stayaways! That means we're
goblin?
quiet!
a halfling and a goblin in there too?
There's no goblin here, I don't know what you're talking about. The halfling halfling, yeah, he's here. He's not supposed to be here. Throw him out!
Okay, so do you guys want to hang around this port and like get somebody's attention, or are you just taking a glance and then backing off?
I was just taking a glance and to see what was going on.
Yeah, I think we should go back to Watcher and I think I think we should save this until we have an opportunity to degress it off a ship. And then
But-
Yeah, I would find a way to see. I would tell Watcher once we get back, Watcher and Thieves Can, what we found, so that Jenkins there won't know what we found and get suspicious.
Stregobor, like if we do get to somewhere safe for him to drop us off, is going to thank him for his time, because he's looking at this as like, well, I didn't make a sale today, but this dragon's going to be around all of my life, and I've got like hundreds of years left. Hundreds and hundreds of years left. Like, eventually, like, my crowning career achievement might be making a vault, like working on this guy's lair in 500 years.
I mean,
So,
that
like-
wouldn't be a bad thing.
I'm doing the long game with this one, so I'm like, I'm trying to make the contacts now, or maybe he'll know another dragon. This is an opportunity.
Dragons, no dragons. Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be great. So you guys are getting him to take you back to the rowboat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
and I say I'll make him a vault. I mean, I'll make him a safe free of charge this time, of course, so you could see craftsmanship. And do you want me just to drop in water for you?
If you want to row out here at the end at some point, I'll meet you on the surface so we don't lose it. But I'd be happy to.
Oh, tell you what, Tuesday when I bring friend for you to talk to, I bring safe.
Sounds great. In fact, you lots have helped me a bit. Let's say. I'd like to give you a gift if you don't mind. Especially consider it a forward payment for the safe and maybe something else.
I don't want to just shake his hand. Like, I'm willing to, but I don't know how dragons, like...
He doesn't extend a hand to shake. He just nods towards you,
I just bow my head.
understanding that his claws might rip into you.
Yeah.
So he leaves you guys on the seafloor, right where he left you, and said that he'll be right back, and dives back into his the broken ship covered in barnacles quite a bit of ways. It's only after a moment where you see his form speeding along towards you guys again. You see clasped in his front two hands is what may have once been a chest, but it's been covered with so many barnacles now that it looks like a giant lump of barnacles.
Huh.
And he slides this on the ground floor and says, I can push this back onto the rowboat once you guys get up. I don't know what's in it, but consider it a gift for your help here. And if you find anything else about that ship under a ship, or find anything else about any sort of curiosities or fun information, do stop by and share it.
Well, of course.
Will do. I do
We
suggest that you do not go too far out from this area, however. There is a bit of an ornery shark nearby.
Oh, I've heard about that one. I've was curious if that was somebody's pet or something, with how long it's been around here.
No, it's kind of just a dick.
I will remind you that shark is a she, so.
It's still a dick.
If you think about it, it might be someone's pet at this point, given what we've found.
Well, we
Huh.
should talk to the Blackstaffs and see if they know anything about ships, seeing as how they're going to be talking to our friend anyway.
This is true.
So with that plan in mind, the dragon happily gets you three back
we
up to the
definitely
rowboat.
do the Japanese method of receiving a gift. We do not open it in front of him. He might want to keep whatever's inside.
Yeah.
Right. So he helps you guys onto the rowboat, and then after a moment, he comes back up again with the chest in his hands and pushes it onto the rowboat to the surprise of Jenkins. The chest weighs quite a bit, actually. It makes the boat dip a little bit, but not in danger of sinking.
Does that change when Strife steps in the boat?
God damn
It's
it.
a very well made boat. Let's this.
I'll assume Strife is like wicked heavy. God, how much do I weigh actually? I know I put that in there thinking about it.
You're like 300, aren't you?
No,
You're a
180.
robot, pirate.
Couple
He is made
on
of
the
dark
Sword
wood. to be
Coast
fair.
Sea.
Yeah,
Wait, you're 180?
yeah, I'm just 180.
He's made of wood, yeah.
How are you 180?
Dude, you're thinking Black Templar, who's like 400 pounds. And nothing
Whoa.
but solid metal.
Right. Okay. Fair
This
enough.
is a sleeker design.
Yeah, it's a gunslinger, not a tank. Okay.
Exactly.
I see you. Yeah.
Now, if it was Black
Can't see
Templar,
them.
we would not be using this rowboat. Templar would literally just be walking on the surface to meet you there. Because there's no way in hell that rowboat is going to stay aloft with him in it.
So Jenkins looks a little surprised by the chest as he looks towards the other three of you guys a little hopelessly and says, "Well, did you want to go back to the eye catcher, or I think it'd be best we head to shore with that. I don't want it to capsize."
That would be a good idea. You also may tell your captain, the dragon is simply curious. He is of no threat to anyone.
Oh, thank you. I'll be sure to pass the message along.
Unless we tell him to be.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Did we literally bust my balls about using the dragon to intimidate people, and that's immediately what you go to?
Dragonborn will wink, cutting the tension.
Thank you.
So Jenkins begins rowing you guys back towards the harbor, skipping past the Hellraiser and going straight towards the shoreline to make sure that you guys don't end up losing the chest in the water again. Ah, fuck. I screwed up the... whatever.
Zelifarn was such a nice mounted dragon.
Mm-hmm.
What's up your ass, elf?
I'm mostly
Water.
just curious
Nothing.
as how many dragons have you even spoken to?
Seaweed!
What?
I think she said seaweed is up her ass.
Being a smartass.
Ah, funny.
I'm gonna take my head off and actually like start dumping water out of it, and there's a little fish that just pops out and just starts flopping on the shore.
It's surprising a whole lot of people around you, for certain.
Out of curiosity, what is the hall?
Well, let's just get it back to
What is the
to
what?
tavern before we open it up. It's best not to
nothing.
be ostentatious.
It's covered in barnacles. How's that?
Don't mind
ostentatious?
us. We just have treasure gifted to us by dragon. We will open it up in our own home.
I swear to God, I will beat you to death with my own head. Please stop
And-
shouting.
Yeah.
Jenkins leaves you guys on the shore and rows back to the Hellraiser.
And then we tell Watcher what we found.
I just heft that onto my shoulder and start walking.
Yep.
Oh, for the love of God, please just be a horde of fucking
Like-
gold.
But like, I never realized like Strigavor has never gotten like treasure before, but like his dwarven blood is starting to warm up. That the idea of having taken and gifted a dragon's treasure, like it makes him it lights a passion in him he has not known.
We open it up. It's just
Maybe
full
not
of
just
rocks.
to make vaults, but to open vaults.
Nani the fuck. Okay then.
And Troll Squad. Okay, so you guys managed to carry the chest all the way back to the manor without anybody sort of trying to steal it from you. Because that sleight of hand would have been amazing, honestly, let's say.
If they stole a 250-pound chest from us, yeah.
Off of Strigbor's shoulders, no less. That's covered in barnacles and
Well,
probably
like,
going to be a bitch
if
to
they're
get into.
strong enough just to like swipe that, I would still be holding on to it. They can pick me up too.
Never let go. Okay, you guys are back at the manor. The place still seems to be mostly in pieces right now, especially the tavern area. Your guys' manor, though, is mostly intact if you want to carry it up there, or you guys can do what you please. Rio
Flop it
still
on
has
the
it
bar.
returned.
Thud.
He's trying to get into the chest.
Dud.
Right. We'll check.
I mean, if all else fails, I could try to break the lock on my head. You know, using like an old school rock.
Yeah,
Well-
frankly.
No, we're
while-
keeping this chest.
While
Going
that
on the wall. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. While that roll would be good, I would mention that this thing is absolutely covered in barnacles. This is more of a pry open with strength.
Oh well, I've got a crowbar and some very fine hatchets.
Well,
Yeah.
thankfully, I think you only need the crowbar.
Out of curiosity, what is the method used to get rid of barnacles off of shipples?
Scraping.
Scrape them.
Scraping, yeah.
Really? So I could have sworn someone said that it was applying a large amount of heat to the back of the. No, I think I'm thinking of ticks. Never mind.
Yeah, you're thinking of ticks, dude.
And that does not work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. You got the ticks are a little harder. You actually have to, because if you do it wrong, you'll get half of a tick, and the other half will still be in you. It's a little
Just
unpleasant.
get them right by the as close as you can and just pull them off.
Further with a twisting motion.
So Strugabor, is your athletics or strength modifiers the same as your thieves' tools?
Oh no, they're way better.
All right. Do you mind rolling me athletics then?
And if you're using the crowbar, you have advantage.
Ooh boy.
Thank God for that
Hey.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. With a quick twist and jerk, the top of the chest bursts open, revealing what seems to be a small pile of silver coins and a golden amulet shaped like an octopus with amethyst eyes laying on top of it.
I just hear Sticks somewhere in the background shrieking.
That is 300 silver pieces
Divided
and
by 3. No, 4.
great
I reckon
math.
I'm just putting all of that into the
Yeah,
party treasury.
yeah.
Well, what is this?
Yeah.
This is very fancy.
To be fair, it's only 30 gold, so
Yeah.
Still, that's
Look
not
look like sea monster of some sort.
Well, I mean,
Kraken?
300 silver is going to be quite useful for you guys because you guys
Oh,
can
yeah.
fill your cash registers now.
that is true. We have
You have
change.
change.
We
Cash
need
box.
coppers.
We can turn silver to copper.
I am 15%
We're
copper.
going to be exchanged. Yeah, no.
So,
Silver, gold.
does anyone know Hocus Pocus and see if amulet is a fancy boy amulet?
I just stare at you.
Yeah, I believe we're all just kind of staring at you at that.
You know, with the
nobody
the juju.
I don't think he's sleeping, I think, or studying.
Well, wake him up. He must be useful if he's going to live here.
I know of
You have
way,
one job.
I know of one way to test it.
Don't eat it.
I am Warforged. I have no need for sustenance. Hand me the amulet.
Alright.
I just-
Watching you.
I put it on.
Hmm.
Anything happen to me?
You die.
That's what I was. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Yeah,
is something happening to me?
Seen very, very awful off-brand anime, and you see the tentacles on the amulet.
Oh God.
I'm going to Is it, where is it at in the chest?
The lid.
The lid? I'm going to pry the compartment open.
Okay. Strife, as you're testing this, you don't feel at all different than how you were before. It seems to be simply a nice keepsake. I mean, it could definitely fetch a good price for the gems and gold that it's made with. But it's just an amulet, fancy jewelry. Shadow, you can pry open the compartment without too much issue, and there is a watertight scroll tube tucked in.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Hello.
I'll open it and see what the is up.
It's a deed to another tavern.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. A better
detour.
one that's, you know,
Well,
gonna
this
be
is fine. So, because we don't have complete ownership of this one, so we make some profit. We fix up the nicer tavern, and we own it 100%.
There you go. Someone keeps messing with my monitor, I swear.
I'm sorry.
It's not you.
How does everyone feel out of character about, like, I don't want it to be like an Applebee's where you just nail shit to all the walls, but
Jesus
but-
God, no.
but what if we like put like trophies and stuff from our adventures on it? Like
No,
this
that I'm
feels
okay
like
with.
something that would be fucking bitching on a wall, and people
Oh,
would be like,
yeah,
"Hey,
no.
what's with that barnacle encrusted chest that kind of smells?" And we'll be like, The owners, they talked to a dragon, and he was so charmed by him, he gave him a chest full of silver.
And there's just a portrait fucking next of all of us next to the dragon, and we're all just smiling at whoever's painting it. It's shit. And it's like,
And it was
Oh.
done underwater too.
Yeah.
All underwater. What is this?
Well, who did it? You see that dwarf over there that everyone hates?
Uh,
Yeah, he did it.
Could I have you roll me a? I'm forgetting how identifying scrolls immediately happen. At least from the top of my head. If anybody recognizes,
Roll on a chart, don't you?
I think it's an Arcana thing, but
Okay.
I wasn't sure if like.
I was
It
going
had
to
a-
ask for a religion or Arcana, with Arcana being a slightly harder check.
Let's try. They're both the same stat, which still sucks, but I'll go religion.
16, not bad.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
It is a scroll of revivify.
Oh, hot damn.
That'll come in handy. I think they're,
The plot armor succeeds.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Sorcerer can use it. I know that much.
He just needs a diamond worth 300 GP.
No, actually, scrolls, you don't need any material components for it.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It's like with the scrolls,
Yeah.
it's just
Never mind.
it's a
Yeah,
material
scrolls,
component.
You kind of crushed up that diamond in the ink to write the.
Yeah, you
Right.
consume the consumables making the scroll. So you can
Yeah.
just boom!
Yeah.
Thank you for the correction.
So I'll go, that's in his room, so no one takes it.
Here, let me magically make a wizard real quick so I can just jot that down in my new spell book of nothing. In my new spell
You
book, I mean
actually
my.
have to be. You actually have to be able to cast it, and it has to be on your spell list in order for you to copy it.
True.
Well, Rio is the celestial sorcerer.
Right? Yeah. No, I know that. No, I meant if you're making a wizard, you wouldn't be able to cast it unless you are like
Homebrew.
you get magically adept or something like that as a feat, and then you take cleric.
That's
I
okay.
don't think
My idea of a spell book is literally just tattoos on the body anyway.
Hey, that works.
Okay. So you guys have 6. Well, you guys haven't turned in the quest yet, but you guys seem to have finished up the incredibly hard dragon quest.
We'll send a letter to the Black Staff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who is writing it?
I think Stragavor would actually go over there because we got to tell him about the
Yeah, you gotta tell
dragon, the submergible, and I kind of have to arrange
A meeting.
like a meeting with somebody that's like not gonna take advantage of the dragon and be cool with it.
All right, then you can go do that.
And this is how we never heard the end of how Stregobor sold a safe to a fucking dragon.
Damn straight.
I mean, his first sale out of after becoming a troubleshooter is to a dragon. I mean, that's gonna be some good credit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to deny that.
Perhaps we should see what that amulet is worth. Maybe we.
Do you guys want to? Is Sugarboard going alone to see the Black Staff, and you guys are splitting off to do something else, or are you guys going as a party?
I really want to keep it as a party since we had to freaking pull Watcher out of the dragon thing. So we'll go as a party to do all this.
Alright.
But that's what happens when we run into Boris of the Sea, who decides that saying fresh meat and then being a fucking shark is the way to get attention. Fucking obliterated.
There you go.
Put that shit in the shared party notes. Alright, so to the Blackstaffs.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the Black Staff.
And then Struggleboard will suggest after we do this, no time for rest, I'm afraid. We must go around the city, sampling the finest of liquors and wines and ales. Oh, work never ends. And I wink at you all.
You can go bar hopping on your own if you wish.
No, this is for our own bar. We must find good stock.
You realize I do not have taste buds.
You can carry us home.
I actually have to take a look. How do birds react to alcohol?
Not well.
Well, first of all, birds don't pee.
If
That's the
Jimmy
first thing we
Neutron
need to look
taught
at.
me anything, they can't handle carbonation. That's all I got for you.
Me.
And this
Birds
little
just
fucking
have
drink-
very wet stool. That's how they do everything.
Either way, like,
One.
if Dragonborn are able to drink for whatever nebulous reason, I'm pretty sure Kenku are able to drink without issue.
Yeah.
Other than the
You
fact
get
they have
so
a
drunk
beak.
you can
Oh!
think you can fly.
I just read some. Wait, what the? Increasing wait, this is a joke, I think, right?
I don't know.
Essentially, it's claiming that birds are able to hold alcohol better than humans.
Well, that's
Uh,
maybe.
that's gotta
Maybe
be
for
it.
body weight. That can't be right. Their bones are hollow. They're tiny.
They're pitiful birds.
They are not built for liquor.
So you guys managed to get to the Blackstaff Tower without any sort of harassment or anything like that, and are acknowledged and welcomed into her domain. It's you guys have to sit and wait for a moment or two as she's finishing another meeting with some of the apprentices.
I
before
explained to the party that this is just a power move for negotiations. If she makes us wait, it shows that she is the more important of the party.
I'm not saying you're wrong. But yeah, so after a moment, the apprentices leave, and she welcomes you guys into her office, and looks at you keenly and says, I'm assuming my mission's over with?
Correct.
Of course.
Great. What did you guys find? Is there any trouble?
No.
Well,
Not at all.
there is some trouble. I am not
But
going to
not
be
to the
able to
dragon.
make vault for you immediately, my friend. I have taken another job.
Oh, how the angels weep.
Yes, the dragon has contracted me to make his valuable safe. I must do this first.
Oh, how the angels weep.
Would this be like a performance or persuasion?
Are you just trying to look bigger by saying that you're going to be
I am humble bragging a little bit, and I'm trying to make her a bit jelly.
performance?
Nat one.
It's not one, but it's a one.
Close enough. Oh, it's a one. But
There's a definite, a definite roll of the eyes as she turns to the rest of the party in the hopes of getting questions actually answered.
The dragon was merely curious about a ship under the ship. Some sort of sub-ship. Filled with...
God, you
Shadow, what did you say?
Let's see if I can fix him.
Oh,
You're
is it
breaking
bad?
up at the worst times.
God fucking damn it! What is with my net today?
Sorry. Just
There was a some sort of enclosed vessel underneath the ship that was hidden.
it had people in it.
Oh, elves and gnomes, you know.
Yes, people.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, not
Blackstaff
people. Get
gets
No, I am dwarf.
children, please. There was a ship hidden away in the harbor.
Yes.
It wasn't hidden. It was more like a ship that was under the
was-
main ship.
Maybe docked to the bottom of the ship. You know, like you dock.
Watcher
damn it.
cocks his head as he mimics sub-ship.
Yeah, the ship.
That's Watcher's
It
trigger
wasn't
now.
like an airship. It was like a marine ship. You know.
You see her come back onto her side of her desk as she pulls out a few notes and looks over them briefly, before taking out a clean piece of paper and making a short letter, apparently, folding it up and tucking it away, and says, "I see. Thank you for the information. I will be passing it along, but I would warn you away from the ships. We have a suspicion of who that could belong to, and if the suspicion proves true, it would be trouble, or the person in question would be nothing but trouble for you to encounter."
You should lock trouble up somewhere they can never escape.
I know what you're gonna say.
I wink at her. I don't even finish.
God damn it.
Oh, and you know, I was thinking, you know, this dragon is young and needs guidance. You know, don't want him talking to the wrong people and getting, you know, a temper around this many people, right? So I said I would introduce this dragon to someone nice that would tell him things and, you know, be friendly. I thought, you know, Blackstaff must know somebody, if not Blackstaff, but you are very busy.
You say he needs company a bit, and there's no danger of him harming someone?
Well, not
No.
now, but, you know,
No, he seemed very friendly.
want to keep a good attitude with him. Don't want him to sour. Anyway, I am going to deliver very fine safe for him. Keep his valuables safe. Maybe you could accompany me. Oh, and I give them the dates and times. Or someone else you trust.
It's not at all suspicious to ask the Blackstaff to go with you in the middle of the bay where there's supposedly
Well,
a dragon.
Didn't mean like
Yeah.
that, but you know, like, I'm sure you have an opinion about who guides this dragon. He's gonna be around for a while. Don't want this Intarum talking to him.
She nods at the good point, and she thinks it over for a moment before saying, "I may not always be able to accompany, as I have matters that may become urgent at any point, but I can certainly send along a trusted friend to engage the dragon."
He is merely young and curious. He is harmless.
I'll send out a note. I think I have a acquaintance that loiters around the yawning portal there. You should be able to meet up with him without too much issue. He goes by the name of Meloon.
Oh my god.
I was thinking somebody else, but okay. Based on the pictures of who hangs around the yawning portal, I was.
What is up with all the weird names?
It's not
I
a bad
thought
thing.
I thought it would be dragon bait, but hey.
Nope.
I wonder if I can find Volo.
Also an option. But yeah, so she says she'll send note to Meloon. and afterwards you guys are free to leave her tower, and you guys will have a payment of 100 gold sent to you.
Nice.
Well, sent to your tavern, which you guys can go collect at any point. In the meantime, though, it's getting a bit late, and I guess I'm gonna have to be up earlier than I expected. So if it's alright with you guys, we're going to wrap it up here.
That's
Okay.
perfectly. That's fine. Yeah.
Gonna freaking beat my internet service provider over the head with my keyboard.
Yeah, best of luck with that, Grim.
Jesus Christ. I don't know what the hell's happening today. Like, shit. It was never this bad.
Mhm.
So bad today. Why?
Well, it's fine now.
Well, now,
Yeah, now.
I literally have nothing but Roll20 and Discord running right now, and I'm still getting yellow bars, occasionally red.
Yeah, I've been getting out a couple bits throughout the game.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right. I will catch you guys later. If you have any questions or anything else you want to hit me up with, just let me know, obviously, and I'll talk to you guys over the week. But I'll catch you guys later.
Yep.
Alrighty. Have a good night.
Alright.
See y'all next week.
I'll head out.
See you next week.
Well, sorry for all the technical issues, guys, and sorry this actually wasn't a stream like I wanted. I am actually really butthurt about that, because that authentically ticks me off. I haven't had a problem like this in a while. I don't know what's happening. But thank you all for bearing with me, and I hope you all enjoyed. And if you all did enjoy, a great way of showing your support is by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and by all means just sharing it around with your nerdy friends who just enjoy D&D, quirky humor, and lots of adults swearing up a storm as we play make-believe. Once again, thank you all for watching. Till next time, kids. Take care now. Bye then.